and you are welcome to the Ghana Talks Breakfast Show right here on Ghana Talks Radio. This is your host, Ruth Esenam Fiagbedu, and I'm bringing your way the news headline review right here on the show. Right here on the news headline review, we bring you all the latest headlines making waves in the news. And I don't get to do it alone.
This is
Ghana
Talks Radio.
Is Mr. Biadoso and Miss Regina Bless, and we'll be discussing the issues up front. Good morning to you, ladies.
Good morning.
How are we doing?
Good. The grace is sufficient.
We thank God. God willing, tomorrow the NPP are going to vote for their flag bearer. How do you feel? You're not the one going to vote, but how do you feel about the whole process?
Well, I think I feel quite excited. A bit excited, and I'm also curious to know what will happen tomorrow, whether it's going to be peaceful, whether it's going to be chaotic. Like, I'm just curious. I want to know.
Right.
So I'll be following.
So you'll be following. But are you nervous?
Nervous? No.
That maybe something will happen?
Definitely something will happen.
So you're already ready for it?
I'm ready for it, but
right.
I'm not nervous.
But not nervous. Okay, Miss Regina, how do you feel about the election tomorrow?
Okay, so I feel okay, and I wish them all the best. They need to make sure that since they are anticipating to be leaders, their talks, their attitude, their appearance needs to depict everything of leadership. Yeah.
Right. Who are you expecting to win tomorrow?
Me.
Yeah.
Oh. I'll be biased.
You'll be biased.
Yes.
So may the best man win.
Exactly.
We wish the NPP the best. But anyways, they are trending, so today we will talk about them. Right. NPP raise. Election Watch warns of unprecedented vote buying. Election Watch Ghana has raised concern over what it describes as unprecedented vote buying ahead of the January 31st elections, warning that the integrity of the country's democratic process is under serious threat. In a statement issued on Thursday, January 29, 2026, the Election Monitoring Group said findings from its community engagement indicates that some candidates are allegedly deploying huge sums of money to influence delegate decisions. We are alarmed by reports of unprecedented vote buying in the upcoming January 31st elections. The integrity of our democratic process is under threat as candidates with deep pockets threaten to undermine the will of the people, the statement said. According to Election Watch Ghana, serious contenders are reportedly allocating between 150 million and 200 million Ghana cedis in cash to sway delegates through inducements such as hotel accommodation, transportation, feeding, and payments of per diems. Our findings show that serious candidates are allocating substantial resources, reportedly between 150 to 200 million Ghana cedis cash, to influence delegates' decisions through lavish offers, the group stated, adding that such practices compromise the fairness of the election and jeopardize the unity and stability of their party and the nation as a whole. The group called on the Electoral Commission to take urgent steps to address the alleged irregularities and ensure a level playing field for all candidates. Election Watch Ghana also encouraged citizens and party stakeholders to report any suspected cases of vote buying to the EC, providing the Commission's toll-free line for that purpose. The EC must uphold the highest standards of professionalism and impartiality, including ensuring that its officials are not compromised by accepting gifts or favor from candidates, the statement stressed. The group appealed to all stakeholders to place national interests above partisan consideration, warning that the future is at stake. The future of a democracy is at stake. Let's protect it. Election Watch Ghana concluded. So it's been said that people are buying votes. 150 million Ghana's. Hey, people have money in this in this country. But why would you buy vote? How would you feel if you get to know that the position you have is not genuine, but as a result of you paying people just to convince them to vote for you? Like, would you be okay? And how can the Electoral Commission come in with this? Is there a sanction for such candidates? Would they be disqualified or what?
I think that would depend on the party, because this is an internal primaries. It's not general election. So definitely there are constitutions backing their elections, their rules, laws, and regulations. So maybe there will be punishment stated in their rules that when someone flouts it, or maybe when you pay delegates and you're being caught, there will be some punishment for you. But I'm surprised you're surprised, because this is not the first time we are hearing this, and this has been happening for so long. Okay, politicians tend to buy the votes of delegates, and let me say we've normalized it. So from internal primaries in the various parties to, general election where delegates are being bought. Yeah, so it means that every year with the amount they take. So I think they are upgrading, because from the previous primaries we've noticed the speculations that came out where people were being paid 1,000 cedis, 1,500, 2,000. But now if it has reached 200 million, then it means they're upgrading, because they've realized that immediately after you've gotten the power, you don't mind them, especially don't pay attention to grassroots and all that. So this is the time to extort money from you. That is why they do that, and that is the main reason why after the person is being given the nod, they don't pay attention to you, because you've already taken what you're supposed to take, something that might be used to bring maybe development or change, and something about the position you hold at the grassroots level, or challenges at the grassroots level that needs to be changed. You've already spent that money into your tummy, so there is nothing they will do again. And it's sad because we are not doing anything about it. This is not the first time. We've had constant without number where they've been record that people are buying votes, and sometimes the delegate themselves are bold to tell you that if you don't give us the money, we won't vote. We saw instances where even in Akwetia, people were saying that the by-election, they were saying that they were giving, or say yogurt plantain chips to vote. They will take it. Those who will take it and vote, we have them. We have people who take it, eat it, and they won't vote for you. They'll vote for a different person. We have people who take it and still vote for you. But I feel like people see election as such, as a means of taking more than they ought to take from you. Yes, and because we did it ourselves, we started ourselves. So why will you go and pay somebody to come and vote for you? It's because you know that you are not sure of yourself. You are not confident. You know that they are not going to vote for you. You know what you've done. And as I say, if this election is going to be fair enough, we all know who is going to win. But definitely, the person who is supposed to win is not going to win, because they are going to steal for another person. So for that, it's true. For us of vote buying, if Edward they should be releasing this from this dawn till the election takes place. They will still buy vote. In fact, they've started buying the vote for long. They are not starting now. Imagine you have election tomorrow. Do you think you will convince the people today? No, you started paying them, giving them what you ought to give them, what they ought to take. So it has started for long. The problem is, how are we going to solve it?
Miss Eugenia, are there ways we can solve this issue?
Okay, so per my research, it is wrong for aspirants to gift voters. It is wrong. So under Ghana's electoral laws, any gifts, cash or benefits given with the intention of influencing a voter's choice is illegal. And per my research, possible sanctions include criminal prosecution, fines, imprisonment, disqualification of a candidate if found guilty, annulment of result in extreme cases where vote buying affects the outcome. Yeah. So it's wrong for aspirants to gift voters. But here lies the case, especially in Ghana. Vote buying has become a random, and it has become a norm in our country. From what I know, leaders are supposed to be voted in based on their competence, their qualification, their ideas, and their policies, and not by inducement. But that is what we've subjected ourselves to. And also, I wouldn't entirely blame these aspirants. I also blame we taking those things, because tell me why out of how many years, sometimes 4 years, 8 years, a bedroom election, and sana these people would remember you and come to you, and you, as a gullible human being you are also enticed by these materials, which is wrong. We have laws under the Electoral Commission stating specifically that vote buying is illegal. But ask me, how have they implemented this so far? Our laws always and would always look good on paper, but when it comes to effective implementation, we are nowhere near it. So vote buying shouldn't be something surprising, because it's there. You shouldn't even in a way give a vote and person, oh, the jury cotton. So it is not done. I can't remember this MP, former MP, she was contesting with John Dumelo. It was captured when she was
giving a
pack of rice. While people were in the line. For what exactly? Why are you doing that? And they call themselves honorables, MPs. They know the law, but they are not going according to the law. So it's high time the Electoral Commission, as an entity, as a law-abiding organization, needs to make sure that these people face the law. Anyone who is being caught giving gifts, influencing voters, vote buying, you need to be sanctioned, a very huge sanction. And you also need to set spies in between all these people, because some people can still do it secretly and tell you, say, "Mabo so enkoka." So they need to make sure it is their duty, not the citizens' duty. Our only duty is to say, we will not receive it. But say, obey. There's no way you bring me 10,000 Ghana cedis and me vote more. I'll take it, but I'll not vote for you if I know that you are not competent.
And you're also encouraging bribery by
I'm
taking
not encouraging, but money has come there. Aye.
But you can also reject it and tell them.
I can only reject it based on the competence of that person coming. Looking at politicians, in fact, basing on the competence of all politicians in Ghana have taken, excuse me for my language, has taken Ghanaians, sorry to say, and I say, Jimmy for. And to normal power, this kind of then we are not benefiting as a youth, we are not benefiting as a country. But if I know that this politician goes into power, make sure that whatever he or she is supposed to do to bring safe working conditions, make everything easier for the youth to be in that country, there's no way we even influence it. It is how they buy because in so we'll take it.
So that's the way you can also milk from them.
Exactly.
Right. Tit for tat. NPP rigs internal fraction with early flag bearer Paul Vanderpoel, National Coordinator of the District Road Improvement Program. Neelante Vanderpoel has raised concerns over the New Patriotic Party's decision to elect its 2028 flag bearer before party executives, warning that it could lead to internal divisions. Vanderpoel expressed optimism about Dr. Bawumia winning the primary, but stressed that the timing and process of the election could impact the party's planning and strategy leading up to the 2028 general election. I wish that the NPP primary will be peaceful and without any problems. Bawumia is the one I'm expecting to win. I want him to win because it will make the work easier for me in 2028. I'm wondering what kind of work is that. He explained that once a flag bearer is elected, their supporters typically dominate the formation of national, constituency and branch executives, which he stated could lead to inequality among them. The action the NPP has taken will cause them. What is going to happen is that the party will fracture, Vanderpoel said. The NPP flag bearer primary is scheduled for tomorrow, and contenders including Kennedy Japan, Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Kwabena Japan, and Dr. Yao Ose Educhum and Brian Echampon. So this is coming from Neil Amte Van der Poel, that the internal elections that these people are holding now, as in adopting the top to bottom strategy, is going to cost them a lot if care is not taken. Ms. Debbie, was it even right for them to adopt the stop to?
Well, that I think that's the decision of the party. They own the party, so they can come up with any decision at all they feel like it's favorable to them. But if you look at the structure very well, it's supposed to start from the bottom to the top. Yesterday we were at the NDC
press
conference where they said they are reorganizing the structures of the party. Now, if you pay critical look at the structures, it starts from the branch, the district level, where they are going to appoint people at the district level. Then it went to the municipal level. It came to the constituency. From there, it also came to, I think, women conference. They are going to pick people. Then from there, straight appointees who hold office, who are being appointed and still have the interest of holding public office, you are supposed to resign within before 6 months to hold public office. So you see that if you look at this structure, it starts from the bottom to the top, not top to the bottom. That is how it's supposed to be. So if you are changing the whole thing, then I guess maybe you had a conversation with the people down from the bottom to the top. But when you listen to some MPP members, it's like no one was consulted. It's like there were no formal communication between the bottom, the people at the bottom, and then the executives at the top before they were bringing it out. I'm saying this because when you listen to some of the members talk, they are all offended. That is not the structure of the party. The structure is that you appoint people from the bottom level up to the top.
Even in the constitution,
that is how it states. But why will you start from the top to the down? It means you have an agenda. And that is why most of them allegedly are saying that, because when they start from the bottom, it's going to go against a particular person who is a candidate, aspiring candidate to be a flag bearer. And so that is why they are starting from the top. I don't know how true that is, but I've listened to 2 to 3 people of the party being interviewed, and they've made comments as such that when they start from the bottom, it's going to affect one person, so they have to start from the top. And they shall every top, and they cannot anybody renew. Whether you win at the constituency level and don't support the person, it's none of his business. You will still work with the person. You have no choice. But when they start from the lower level, maybe the people who are gaining the nod, maybe they are in for one person, and they will come together and ensure that maybe the person they want is who they are going to vote for. And all those people are delegates because they are going to vote. But when you start from the top, already you've chosen one person already. So whether you like it or not, at the constituency level, when you win and you are not in favor of maybe Kennedy Japan winning, you're not in favor of Baumia, you're not in favor of Brian or AJ Japan, or further that, there is nothing you can do. So that is the nod or the shall I say intuition of some of these members who feel like that is the main reason why they are starting from the top. So with what he is saying, in a way, it's true, because it doesn't make sense. Why will you start from top to bottom? As I started, they might have their own reason why they were as a reshuffle, another reshuffle.
Yeah.
They've turned it upside down, and they have their own reason. But yesterday I got to know that it's supposed to be
from the branches.
From the branches to constituencies to municipal to, people want to hold women. They have women something.
Is it Congress?
Yeah, the women Congress. That stage there is a position you hold from there. Then it's get to the nomination of the flag bearers themselves, people who are ready to stand as a flag bearer of the party. Yeah, so I think that is how they are supposed to do. But you see, MPP has a stance now. Everything has changed, so I believe maybe they've changed things.
We wish them the best,
as usual.
Because I've heard from some people that they are not really happy with the top.
A lot of them.
The top
a lot of them.
And they also say the goal is to make sure that they are binded together. It brings that unity, that love.
It's a lie. But what they are doing is rather causing division. It's not bringing what unity. The people at the down who let me say, they are the ones doing the work.
So they are the ones actually supposed to vote for the flag bearer.
Yes, they are the ones that are supposed to vote for the flag bearer.
So if the NPP is adopted this one, so who are those going to vote for the flag bearer now?
They are the same people who vote for the flag bearer.
So meaning that it's going to be those that were in power formally.
Formally,
definitely there's going to be a reshuffle and new people will come.
Yeah, so they are all voting.
So new people come and they've not even endorsed if they want to work with this person or not.
Exactly.
So that is what they are scared of.
That is what they are scared of.
That's
so you see how the thing is.
Anyway, they've been sued, so let's see how it goes. Miss Regina? Yeah. It's going to cause them fracture. Do you think, do you buy into that as well?
Okay, so I would use Dr. Baumia as an example, but I'm not saying that is what he would be doing. I can't remember, I think either 2 days to now, I saw one of his videos talking about no edidijaye. And then no edidijaye simply means that once he comes into power, he would set up something, maybe say sponsorship, something of that sort. Not really sponsorship, but I'm just using that word for clarity's sake. To make sure that delegates or the grassroots will not be left out when it comes to positions, when it comes to votes, when it comes to all these benefits everyone or anyone is supposed to enjoy. And I was like, is this even something you're supposed to come out to say? Because if you win, automatically we'll be to make all the positions for your people. Which means that it will not be free and fair. According to protocol, no. This is who I know. This is who I know. Oh, I'm reserving this position for this person, which is not supposed to be so. And also, as we are all saying and we are all agreeing to the fact that the Constitution specifically states that it's supposed to go according to steps. You need to start from somewhere to somewhere. Not I know who. You skip all as aviator and you skip everything and just go up there. So I think with all this going on, it just talks about one thing: unity. The MPP party lacks unity. This obviously shows that enough communication was not done,
was not made
before this thing is happening. So I will not be surprised. I'm just praying that tomorrow no one will get hit. But for Gbasgbos, you will definitely see some. If you don't see some, so any words, but definitely the MPP people I know, they will definitely do something to spark chaos.
They have changed.
They've changed. Is you that you are saying they change? These people have not changed.
Believe MPPs, God changed people.
Communicators in Ponce sign and I'm paying you for never sign. Saying communicators no more champagne you for need or mass said yes so. So if communicators have not changed, how can the elders have their change? They've not changed. So my sister, let's wait and see tomorrow what will happen.
Let's see how it goes. But do you believe that right after this election, there's going to be unity in this group, as they are all preaching about?
Unity, Bear. That is what we are all saying, that the division has already been caused.
Oh no, but there's a way to mend it, and they believe this is how.
No, how? How are they going to mend? Because as it stands now, there is no unity among even the aspiring candidates. There is no unity. This morning I was hearing Kennedy Japan.
Yeah, yes.
Did you hear him speak?
Ken speaks.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was hearing Kennedy Japan speak this morning, and he was saying that, I think he said his members, people who he feels like are coming to vote because the party said when you go against the law, you flout the rules, you're not being allowed to vote. But according to the Constitution, it is not like that. So they shouldn't use that to intimidate his voters. And I was like, what is going on? But you see, the thing is, this is a game. It's just like football. One person will definitely win, another person will lose. But after that is being done, so let me break it down. When you come to our various schools, we have internal, not inter schools, but internal. We have section red, section blue, section green. But you are one school. You insult each other, but after that you are still one. If you go for inter schools, you will unite. How will I put it? Will unite against other schools you are going to play with.
Yeah.
So internally there is division of labor. where everybody is going to play. But after that, you are all back together as one to face opposition outside. But if internally there is no unity, how? Because aspiring candidates, they know that definitely one person will win.
Yes.
And after that one person won, you are all supposed to come back
together,
support the person to fight the other. Because mind you, NDC have also started. Latest by middle next year, they'll also get their flag bearer to stand for 2028.
I'm just wondering who will be.
Don't worry, remember they have capable members who will fit in the position.
Yeah.
So as I said, latest by next year middle, we will get a flag bearer for the NDC. So it should tell you that after that, if you don't unite, how are you going to fight that one? Internally, more externally, yeah. So you get it. So the division is there. Don't deceive yourself.
Do they need a therapist?
A therapist. They need a psychologist.
Because I think they need to go for therapy or vent room. But say they way back. Why? Say doing kiti about the party nego.
And definitely, I wouldn't be surprised because I can see something of that sort. Because even from the beginning of the year, since Mahama was appointed, I said Ketia said thank you Thor. Thank you Thor. After Mahama has done his thank you Thor, he's also done another thank you Thor.
Say he's the national. Is it?
Please, it's just a way to introduce yourself to the people. This is me. But
he has been in the system
for so long, so there is no doubt. There is no doubt.
Let's see how it goes. NDC directs government appointees seeking to contest any executive position to resign 6 months to election, board membership excluded. The National Democratic Congress has directed all government appointees who have interest in contesting as executives of the party, either at the constituency, regional, or national level, to resign at least 6 months to any of the party's internal elections. Categories of persons affected by these directives are ministers and deputies and deputy ministers, chief executive officers, managing directors and deputies, metropolitan, municipal and district chief executive, analogous officers. Chairpersons and members of boards are excluded from these directives, which was announced as part of effort to reorganize the party. Addressing the media yesterday, General Secretary of the party, Fifi Kwete, explained that the move is targeted at ending greed and giving equal chances to deserving members. Those intending to contest at the constituency level shall resign by April 2026. Those intending to contest at the regional level shall resign by May 2026. And those intending to contest at the national level shall resign by June 2026, he stated. He added that it is an issue of reducing the level of greed. If you want to work for the party, you leave your position in government. You can't have one leg here and another there. According to him, this directive will be enforced without exception. The NDC says its internal reorganization process demands discipline, integrity, fairness, and collective responsibility. I therefore call on all party officials from the branch on the national level to apply themselves diligently, act transparently, and uphold the values of the National Democratic Congress, Mr. Fifi stressed. The NDC has also announced guidelines and timetables for all levels of internal elections. These people are prepared. And I'm also they are not prepared. They are prepared. But we're letting these people resign alone reduce their greed. If somebody is greedy, the person is greedy.
When you are greedy, but I think rules are rules.
Yeah. So I'm just hoping that they comply.
They will. They are not like other people. They will comply. Even if you will not, you will. Because you like sometimes you need to pay attention to precedent set by like a group of organization. When you enter into an organization and there is a laid down procedure, everyone who comes and goes follow that same procedure. You cannot flout it. Because when you flout it, you know you'll be taken on. So you also follow that same pace. When you do that, it means you are creating a chance for other people to do same. I think was it yesterday when Phoebe Fiavikwete was speaking, he made mention of something. Someone asked a question and he was like, no, when you do that, it means you are giving a room for things like that to happen in the future. But when you close the door to that, you won't see such things occurring.
The conflict.
I guess so. I can't really remember. I remember somebody asked a question and then he answered like that they were not going to allow such thing happen, because when they do so, then it means that subsequent generation who comes and take over their position in the NDC are also going to follow the same footprints they've left behind. So they are not going to do it. So it tells you that there is rules, and this is what the rule is stating, that when you want to hold office and you are you've been appointed by the president to do something, leave it down. And it's greedy. You leave it down and then you focus. That is how it's done. You are supposed to resign.
But you have ministers who are also MPs.
So you resign.
Because according to the Constitution Review team, they said it's not supposed to be like that.
So it means they've also done changes.
Okay, so they are starting from the lower level.
The lower level, yeah.
Yes.
And I think yesterday, after the man we spoke to, I was asking him whether is this how they used to do it, because I feel like it's too early.
Yeah.
And I asked him whether is it a pressure from the MPP.
Oh.
No, wait. The MPP starts early since President Mahama was sworn in. I think 1 month after President Mahama was sworn in, then they started making this noise of flag bearer thing.
They started apologizing.
I think
they started with a thank you tour.
The thank you tour,
and then
yes.
we said that it shouldn't be a thank you tour. It should be I am sorry tour.
Then they started with I am sorry tour. Then after that they came back with flag bearer race and all that. Yeah. So in a way, there is this kind of tension that we also need to do something. So I asked him, and he said normally this is not how they don't start it that early, but this time things have changed. So I asked, is it an influence from the MPP? He said no, it can't be, which I know is a lie.
So you think it's an intimidation from the MPP?
It's not like an intimidation, but you see, this geopolitical party we have, MPP, NDC. You wouldn't wait so long, and trust me, we have only 1 year left. After 2026, 2027, election 2028. So even if they don't start this year, next year 2027, coming year is election, so you need to pick someone. I was thinking maybe they will do that next year, which is 2027.
I was even thinking
not this year.
It will be ending
of 2027 to 2028, where the election will be held, because our next election will be in 2028. Yeah. So definitely, choosing of the flag bearer should be maybe tail end of 2027 or middle 2027.
There's not enough time for campaign.
You get it.
There's not enough time.
There's not enough time. So I think they are starting with this. So by the ending of this year, they will get all the executives, people that will be voted for from the lowest level, that will be the branch, the executives, and everything to the top. So latest by 2027, middle 2026, say June, July, August, they will have a flag bearer for the NDC.
That will be next year.
That will be next year, 2027. So by the end of 2027, they'll have their flag bearer campaigning before the election 2028.
Right.
So in a way, he said they are not being influenced, which I know is a lie, but
anyway,
not negatively.
It's their party, so let's leave them to run it the way they want to run it. Miss Regina.
Yeah. So I think I would agree with the NDC. If you want to hold any kind of position, you need to resign from your actual position, whether you were appointed by the president or not. You need to resign. And one thing he said, Emma Minigian, say one person can't eat from here and eat from here also. And he also made mention that there are lots of people, competent people who are ready to serve. So one person can't assume one or two positions from different sides. So I think it should be like that, because definitely you'll be paid. You'll be paid from here, you'll be paid from here. Then a competent person will just be there doing nothing, receiving nothing. It's no
Right. The two major political parties we have right here in our country, NPP and NDC. God willing, tomorrow NPP will be voting for their flag bearer. Will the results be announced that same night?
I guess so.
I think so.
Yeah. Right. By dawn to the next day, dear,
we should know
even if they don't declare it. I mean, the polls, who is winning and all that, should tell you who is winning.
Anyway, we'll wait for who will come and say thank you first. Thank you so much for joining us in the news headline review. Up next, we have Today in History.
Bringing you Today in History and Global Observances. Gandhi assassinated. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, the political and spiritual leader of the Indian independence movement, is assassinated in New Delhi by a Hindu extremist on this day 1948. His death marks a profound turning point for the nation, underscoring the deep political and religious tensions that persisted after the 1947 independence from British colonial rule resulted in a partition between India and Pakistan. 1649, King Charles I executed for treason. In London, King Charles I is beheaded for treason on this day. Charles ascended to the English throne in 1625, following the death of his father, King James I. In the first year of his reign, Charles offended his Protestant subjects by marrying Henrietta Maria, a Catholic French princess. He later responded to political opposition to his rule by dissolving Parliament on several occasions, and in 1629 decided to rule entirely without Parliament. In 1642, the bitter struggle between king and Parliament for supremacy led to the outbreak of the First English Civil War, leading to the beheadment of King Charles I. To some few observances, this day is recognized as National Big Wig Day. It encourages people to wear outrageous wigs to raise funds and awareness for cancer charities, particularly the Look Good Feel Better program. Founded in 2016, this National Big Wig Day notes it promotes self-expression and supporting those facing appearance-related side effects from treatment. Lastly, School Day of Nonviolence and Peace, to commemorate the death anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi, promoting a culture of peace, tolerance, and solidarity in educational centers worldwide. Founded in 1964, it emphasizes nonviolent conflict resolution, universal love, and respect for human rights. And that's all for today on Today in History and Some Observances, live on GhanaTalks Breakfast Show.
Thank you so much, Miss Regina Bless, for Today in History and Some Observances. Up next, we have Debbie's Grill.
Welcome to Debbie's Grill, where we talk about issues that matter to the state, void of politics, fear of favor. A basic 5 students of Falai EA Primary School Block A is currently receiving treatment at Damongo St. Anne's Catholic Hospital in the Savannah region after allegedly being severely flogged by his class teacher. According to the child's father, Abdul Wahidu, the incident occurred on Tuesday, January 20th. The teacher reportedly assigned homework when the students scored 2 out of 8. He, along with a few classmates, was asked to lie on a door desk tables in the classroom. The teacher then allegedly used a wire cane to flog the students on their back and other parts of their body. My son tried to block the cane with his hand, but the teacher flogged him heavily and verbally insulted the children for their low performances. On Wednesday, my child complained of severe pain in his hand. After unsuccessful attempt to treat him at home, the family took him to Damongo St. Anne's Catholic Hospital. Doctors admitted the child and prescribed medication, followed by a surgery which was carried out on Tuesday, January 27. He added that the teacher has not visited the child in the hospital since the incident. According to the father, the last time he visited the family was in January 25th. However, the headmistress and other school members visited the hospital. The father is appealing to the Ghana Education Service, the Domestic Violence and Victim Support Unit of the Ghana Police Service, and other relevant stakeholders for justice. I want us to pay attention to something very, very critical. I mean, these are certain things we don't really pay attention to because we feel like it's normal. The rate at which some teachers are abusing students, caning, we have the sexual abuse, we have the physical one, which is beating and all that. A lot of things are going on. Some of these teachers are not trained to teach. I said this because everyone has passion. Growing up, you have passion. Anyone who have passion for what they do it effortlessly. They do it without struggling. They do it wholeheartedly. They do it with everything within them. If you see someone who doesn't have passion for what they do, you will know. You will know. You will definitely know because they don't even care. I remember when I completed senior high school, my mom wanted me to teach. I told her I don't have that heart. I love children, but I don't have the heart to teach. That is me. We have people who have the heart to teach students. I'm the type that when I teach you, I want you to understand it by force. But teaching is not like that. You're supposed to take time for the student. Get time for him or her. I remember back then in school, I used to have a science teacher. He was also my maths teacher. Anytime he marks my maths paper, and then he finds out that I didn't perform so well in maths, he'll write it. Then bro, come and see me. What's going on? What's happening? We have teachers like that. He wants to know why didn't you pass the masters? What happened? Didn't you understand? Like, he wants to teach you. He wants you to get it. So people like this, they have the heart for what they do. But people who do not really have the heart for what they do, they don't care. They beat you mercilessly. It's none of their business. And this is not the first time we've seen teachers physically assaulting students. The incident of St. Olive's School where a student had a ball on the leg, and a teacher, you are not a nurse, you are not a doctor. Simple. Call the parents of the ward. This is what is happening. What should we do? Madam Agenge, she stood up and then she used hot water. Hot water on boil. Who told you that? We don't use hot water on boil. We don't do that. She used hot water, and as it stands now, the girl risks losing one of her legs. Because the possibility of she risking losing one of her legs is high. It's 99.9%. And this is the recklessness of a teacher. I was told that the headmistress of that school was arrested. She was granted bail. This is something we should pay attention to. Most of these teachers are doing, like, they are causing harm to the students. Now, I remember when I was in primary, there was a foreign teacher that teach us. He will not cane you on your hand or on your buttocks. He will always cane you on your head. The middle, this side, this side. And he wouldn't use any cane. Like, the cane he holds, foreign teachers, they won't come to class with any fian cane. They'll come with, like, a cane that is, quiet, big, small. And then he will always cane your head, which is bad. So these are petty things we don't pay attention to. When a parent brings their ward to school, see, students, you spend 99% of your life in school. This is the fact. The only time you get to spend in the house is holidays, Saturdays and Sundays. From morning 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. you are in the school, and you are left at the care of these teachers. I remember some time ago we saw a video where we have the schools that have something like sort of crèche, not really crèche, but they take in nursing children who maybe their moms will not even get time. They take them, they take care of them, and all that. So the time is due, and then the parents will come for them. It's also a school on its own, and that is what they do. Even if the child is crawling, they have a school for them. They'll take them. They'll teach them songs and all of that, change their diapers. So the time is due for them to go home, and their parents will come for them, since they don't really have time to do all those stuffs. And then we saw a video where one of this madam was feeding a child. By force. You could see in the video that the child was suffocated. The porridge with the cup or the toy, like she was actually covering the nose of the child with a cup full of porridge. And by the time she realized herself, the child was dead. The child was dead. And then she was arrested. If you see the way the mother of the child was crying, some of these teachers, they are not pathetic. And when it has to do with teaching, it's a lot. It's not only about you going to class to teach. You are supposed to have passion for the students, patience. If you don't have patience, don't go and teach. Because that work is for people who are calm, people who see nonsense and they will not react. Because trust me, students are stubborn. And what you tell them not to do is what they will do. Keep quiet for them is talk more. So if you don't have that patience, if you are not calm, you cannot go into that field. And I will tell you that just like the way we have 50% of our nurses who do not have the passion to treat patients, but because of one or two circumstances, they just have to dive their path in there. It's the same thing when it comes to the teaching field. And sometimes you come across a teacher, they are so good, they are calm, no matter how stubborn the child is. By the time that child will complete that school, they will change him. Because they know how to go about it. It's a calling. Every work you do, it's a calling. If you're not being called, don't force yourself. As simple. Why will you use a why to flog somebody's child? Why will you use that? They said use cane. You are using whether it's a charger cord, why it is, no one knows. You are using it to cane a child. And now they've done a surgery on his son because where the issue has gotten to is very critical. Just look at all this. Yes, it's true some of these students are stubborn, but you shouldn't cross your boundaries. Onyawoba, he's not your child. You are just a caretaker. You teach and then you care for these children. So their time is up to go home. Why will you do more than what you are supposed to do? See, a lot is going on in our school, so sometimes they cover it up. They meet the parents of the ward, they talk, and then they cover issues up, and it ends there. It ends there. They don't do anything. We have people in charge. We are not even seeing what they are doing. Those in charge of the domestic violence, we are not even seeing it. Because these are vulnerable children. Because of the recklessness of a teacher. They've caused harm to the child. And this will be something that will be with you till you grow. And this is the main reason why some people hate teachers, not because of anything, but because of this, because of certain behaviors. If you don't have the passion to teach, please, for the sake of those children, for your own life and for God, don't go there. Because one day you meet a crazy parent who will not give you that gaba. You obey them. Even if they grant you bail, you will still come back. You will be jailed. So to prevent all this, you take a good look at yourself, your temperament. If you feel like it's a no-go area, don't go. Me, it's a no-go area for me, so I won't go. I won't even try it. I'll buy toffee for you. I'll talk to you, but to teach you, So if you feel like you're in the same lane as I am, don't go and try. if there is no work for you to do, still find something to do, because I believe that as human, God have not entrusted one thing into you. You have a lot of things. You have a lot of capabilities. Like each and every one is made uniquely. Every sector you fit. If you feel like every sector you fit, find a sector that will suit you more. A sector that you feel so comfortable and work, and then go there. Don't go to places where you end up killing people's children, because you bet you way too. You bet you. Obi ntimi nkwanyimu mfa ne ba 9 months mfa mbeto ho komuno within a seconds. No. So please, those students, they are stubborn. They are stubborn. That one, there is nothing you can change. Sit down, they will stand up. Stand up, they will sit down. Keep quiet, they will talk. So that is why we are saying that you need to be patient, you need to be calm, you need to understand what you are going in for, and be prepared for whatever will come. Because this is very, very sad. This is very, very sad. Every parent wants their child to be disciplined, but not to the extent where you end up causing so much harm to the child. Like this little girl from St. Olives, that as it stands now, there is a 50-50 chance that it's either her leg will be amputated. And it's sad. You've sent your ward to school to learn, and only for you to get a call from the house that you are sure you're going to nice or send pompa bono. Are you a nurse or you're a doctor? Which of these two? If you feel like you can be a nurse or a doctor, then drop the teaching profession, enroll yourself into a nursing school and become a nurse. That will help. Don't be in the teaching sector and be killing people, please. Please. You might be listen to me. If you are doing it in secret and you feel like no one is watching you, your cup will be full one day. So we are begging you, especially the teachers teaching the crèche, the nurseries, you have to get a bold heart, please. Please. Teaching is not for everybody. Find your field and explore. Thank you for making time with me on Debbie's Grill.
Thank you so much, Miss Debbie, for that grill. Find your field and what? And explore. If you don't have passion, don't do the job. Thank you so much for joining us on the first segment of the Ghana Talks Breakfast Show. We're going for the news shortly. Please stay with us.
Are you ready to amplify your business or brand's reach and make a meaningful impact in Ghana and beyond? Partner with GhanaTalks Radio today to connect with a diverse audience across Ghana and beyond. Elevate your brand through on-air promotions and social media. Boost your brand during prime time. With GhanaTalks Radio, you can extend your reach across digital platforms. GhanaTalks Radio is not just a station, it is a community hub where your brand becomes part of the conversation. Join us in fostering connections, celebrating culture, and making a lasting impression. For customized sponsorship packages and enquiries, email contact@GhanaTalksRadio.com or call +233 202 544614. GhanaTalks Radio, giving the youth a voice.
GhanaTalks Radio, UK, Abrochimemu, era from Ghana Muha at the sound system, which is spinning machine papa, a free amana never be good among Ghana Muha. It is a year, we engagement, we wedding, we birthday party. Political parties are more rally, some way more crusade. So we'll book carnival or any kind of event. Now we'll pay spinning machine papa a boa sound in the moon at the dia any may come for GTR sounds at the Emao. Your live band in so our tones at the frame, ye beat me about ama ujume dia woody and so at me I come up. Yawo enkan popuni mantemo anya aponchi hotel a hope pepe ena yebutu odi an se wo be frɛ mpanifo ɛwɔ 0546960510 GTR sounds emu ode angaza.
Local news, business news, international, sports and entertainment news. Right here on GTR.
Welcome to the morning news update on GhanaTalks Radio. Coming up, the National Democratic Congress cautions executives against tampering membership register. Also, they urge government appointees to resign 6 months before contesting party office. Aspiring flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party, Kennedy Ohini Echapon, condemns punishment of the New Patriotic Party delegate backing his team. Minister of Education breaks ground for new ICT and science laboratory at Pope John Senior High School. Banks cautioned of new risk as Ghana exits IMF program in August. These and many more coming up your way shortly. The National Democratic Congress cautioned 8 branch executives against tampering with the party's membership register. The party vowed to ensure comprehensive and credible register of numbers. This move aims to maintain the integrity of the membership data.
Branch registers will be made available at every branch to enable members to verify their details. This applies to 1. existing members, 2. members of both existing branches and newly created branches formed during the 2024 elections. Branch executives are hereby directed to open their registers fully and transparently to members. Members must be given unhindered access to check their names and ensure that corrections, omissions, or additions are addressed appropriately. Let me state this unequivocally. Under no circumstances should the membership number of a deceased member be transferred or swapped for a new registrant. I want to take that again. Under no circumstances should the membership number of a deceased member be transferred or swapped for a new registrant. But any branch found to have violated this directive will face the severest sanctions prescribed under the constitution of the party. The integrity of our register is non-negotiable.
They also issued a new directive requiring all government appointees who wish to contest for a party office should resign at least 6 months before relevant internal election. According to the party's General Secretary, Fifi Fiavikwete, the policy aims to curb greed and ensure a fair level playing field for all deserving members. The directive excludes chairperson and members of various boards from this resignation requirement.
Positions who currently holds an office to which he or she was appointed by the president or government must resign from that office at least 6 clear months before filing nomination forms. The affected officers include ministers and deputy ministers. B. Chief executive officers, managing directors, their deputies or analogous officers. C. Metropolitan, municipal, and district chief executives. Now, for the avoidance of doubt and for absolute clarity, the category I just mentioned, the 3 categories I mentioned, those intending to contest at the constituency level shall resign by April 2026. Those intending to contest at the regional level shall resign by May 2026. And those intending to contest at the national level shall resign by June 2026.
The New Patriotic Party flag bearer hopeful Kennedy Echapon has condemned the alleged punishment of delegates who support his candidacy. He emphasized that the delegate album is a constitutional record of the party's processes and should not be used to intimidate loyal party members. He urged the party to ensure a free and fair election.
I'm aware that some of you delegates have been told that if you vote for me, you will be removed from the delegate album or punished afterwards. I bet you it can never happen. Trust me and believe me that all of you will be protected the D-Day. The delegate album is not a weapon. It is a constitutional record of party service. It must never be used to intimidate loyal members of this party. I do not believe in fear. I do not believe in revenge politics. I will not tolerate any attempt to shrink the party by threatening its grassroots. Be rest assured of this. The MPP was built on courage. MPP was built on internal democracy. So I say to you, stand firm. Canada, Japan, I stand for industrialization. It's industry, industry, industry. Employment, employment, employment. Jobs, jobs, jobs. What we need in this country is employment for the youth of this country. So please, give me opportunity to serve you, and I will not disappoint you. Let me assure you of something else. Every delegate will be safe. Every delegate will be protected before, during, and after the election. There must be no harassment, no intimidation at voting centers, no atmosphere of fear. Internal democracy must never become internal conflict. We will work with party structures and the appropriate authorities to ensure that Saturday is peaceful, orderly, and credible. Your safety matters, your dignity matters, your right to vote freely matters. But beyond the vote, we must think about what happens after the January 31st. This is a contest, not a war. After that day, we are not factions. We are one party. The party cannot afford division. We cannot afford bitterness. We cannot afford revenge politics. Our true task is not defeating one another. Our true task is rebuilding trust in the Ghanaian people. Dear delegates, I'm appealing to you to vote for me on Saturday. What I want to remind you is we are not just going to elect a flag bearer, but a winnable candidate who can give us a victory in 2028. And there's no other candidate than Canada, Japan. So victory will be ours in 2028.
Member of Parliament for Tamale South, who doubles as the Minister of Education, has cut sod for the construction of new ICT and science laboratories at Pope John Senior High School. The project is in honor of Dr. Omane Boama, a former student of the school. The new facilities are expected to enhance learning experience for students.
We'll build an ICT science laboratory here and name it posthumously after Dr. Omane Boama. If you recall your last speech and prize giving ceremony, he's a very sincere person. So when you invited him to the podium, before he spoke, you saw him calling me. He said, Harun, what can I tell Pope John? What can I promise them? So whatever he said that day, to his honor and memory, we will honor it for him. And this people continue to produce the like of him. So if it was an ICT science laboratory, I would have cut the sword right now. I'm going to go and revise part of the GET fund allocations and make some money available for this to start in the 2026 formula. But we have a dedicated ICT, well-resourced, not what I saw where the students are learning ICT with a notebook without access to the access device of a computer. And you know, he served as Minister for Communication. He succeeded me in that particular portfolio. We worked together very closely until those sad, tragic moments. So.
In business, the Ghana Association of Banks is urging lenders to prepare for new risk as Ghana exits the IMF extended credit facility program in August 2026. The association says the end of external support could expose banks to fresh pressures despite improving macroeconomic conditions. The association notes that while stabilization efforts have strengthened confidence and created room for credit expansion, banks must prepare for a more volatile operating landscape once a program support ends. Key among concerns are possible swings in global interest rates, the risk of potential capital flow reversals, and renewed currency pressures, factors that could tighten liquidity and raise funding costs across the banking system. The association stressed that these external shocks could test balance sheets if not proactively managed. To mitigate this risk, banks are being urged to deepen risk management, maintain prudent lending standards, and diversified portfolios towards infrastructure financing and high-growth sectors. According to the association, a disciplined approach will be critical to protecting financial stability and ensuring the sector emerges stronger in Ghana's post-extended credit facility program. The Ghana Association of Banks is also projecting single-digit inflation throughout 2026, anchored on continued fiscal discipline as IMF-supported program winds down. The association says the outlook is supported by stronger external reserves, tighter monetary conditions, and ongoing fiscal consolidation, but cautions that inflation risk and resurface once IMF support comes. The sharp decline of inflation to 5.4% in 2025 point to a strong disinflation phase underpinned by tight monetary policy, fiscal consolidation, and relative exchange rate stability. Looking ahead, the association says sustaining low inflation beyond 2026 will depend on anchoring expectations, maintaining fiscal discipline, and tackling structural drivers of food inflation and import dependence to prevent a rebound. To sports, Ghana Football Association President praised the Catch Them Young refereeing initiative as the most impactful policy he has introduced since assuming office. Over the past 5 years, the program has focused on identifying, educating, and training young talent aged between 13 to 16, preparing them to officiate at both juvenile and senior levels of football. In an interview, Kurt Okreku emphasized the significance of sustained investment in the initiative, stressing the need to secure resources and provide continuous training for referees at all levels. The GFA believes development and recognition of these young referees are essential steps in ensuring the continued growth and excellence of refereeing in Ghana. 9 teams will start the upcoming Chinese Super League season with a point deduction after clubs were sanctioned following an investigation into match fixing, gambling, and corruption in the football industry. Shanghai, last season's runners-up, suffered the toughest sanction alongside Tianjin, with the pairs receiving a 10-point deduction each. 4 punished sides have already been relegated to China League 1. The 13 teams have also been fined between 21,000 to 104,000, amounting to 200,000 and 1 million yuan. Authorities imposed penalties following an investigation into football-related gambling and match manipulation. A statement external said the penalties were intended to uphold industry discipline, purify the football environment, and maintain fair competition. The point deduction and financial penalties imposed on clubs are based on the amount, nature, seriousness, and social impact of the improper transactions in which each club was involved. In September 2024, 43 officials and players were hit with lifetime bans. Former Everton midfielder, along with 73 others, has also been banned from football for life. The 48-year-old was jailed last year after admitting to fixing matches, accepting bribes, and offering bribes to get a top coaching job. In showbiz, Ghanaian YouTuber and content creator Udi Maya has described the Cropon segment of popular American streamer Showspeed's Ghana tour as the most fulfilling and proudest moment of the entire experience. Speaking in an interview, he said the decision to focus on a Cropon was a deliberate attempt to showcase the depth of Ghana's culture, identify our natural beauty within the limited time available for live stream. He revealed that although some viewers questioned why Showspeed did not visit destinations in the Cape Coast, the Volta region, and northern parts of the country, the logistics of live streaming made extensive travel impossible. According to him, the team used the visit to a Cropon to highlight nearby attractions, including a waterfall where Showspeed enjoyed a massage experience, adding to the authenticity and excitement of the visit. He also highlighted the cultural significance of Showspeed being given a Ghanaian name during his interaction with traditional authorities in a Cropon, describing it as a powerful moment of cultural connection. He further praised the leadership of the Cropon traditional area, expressing optimism about the role of young people in leadership following the smooth coordination and understanding shown by the chief during the visit. Showspeed's Ghana tour attracted widespread attention online, with millions of viewers turning in globally, placing Ghana's culture, people, and tourist attractions firmly in the international spotlight. On some international updates, Burkina Faso military-led government has dissolved all political parties and scrapped the legal framework governing the operations, according to a decree approved by the West African Nations Council of Ministers. The decision by the military rulers who seized power in September is the latest move to tighten control following the suspension of all political activities after the coup in 2022. Burkina Faso's Interior Minister Emily said the decision was part of a broader effort to rebuild the state after what he said was widespread abuses, dysfunction in the country's multi-party system. He said the government review found that the multiplication of political parties had fueled divisions and weakened social cohesion. Before the coup, the country had over 100 registered political parties, with 15 represented in parliament after the 2020 general election. The decree that spanned all political parties and political information, a law repealing the statute and regulating party financing. The status of the opposition leader will be sent to the current transitional council, according to minutes of the cabinet meeting. All the assets of the dissolved parties will be transferred to the state. The Sahel nations, Mali and Niger, has been struggling to contain Islamist insurgencies to the Qaeda and Islamic State that have killed thousands and displaced millions over the past decade. And that's a wrap on the news in brief on GhanaTalks Radio. Do want to log on to all streaming platforms at GhanaTalks Radio for more news stories. I am Deborah Adol, so do have a good morning.
Are you ready to amplify your business or brand's reach and make a meaningful impact in Ghana and beyond? Partner with GhanaTalks Radio today to connect with a diverse audience across Ghana and beyond. Elevate your brand through on-air promotions and social media. Boost your brand during prime time. With GhanaTalks Radio, you can extend your reach across digital platforms. GhanaTalks Radio is not just a station, it is a community hub where your brand becomes part of the conversation. Join us in fostering connections, celebrating culture, and making a lasting impression. For customized sponsorship packages and enquiries, email contact@GhanaTalksRadio.com ghanatalks@gmail.com or call +233 202 544614. Ghana Talks Radio, giving the youth a voice.
When you guy, what it? John, when you guy, what it? A boy now when you alright, Busia go by the name Coin Takra. Call me, say you're Coin Takra, then your time it's Coin Takra live on Ghana Talks Radio now. Mondays and Fridays, may the time it's Coin Takra. Bravo, when you say Monday, then day. Aya mamere abakwasem Africa, Ghana, our heritage. Eka mamere ni amani yeteti abakwasem hon komone yedi. Aya hina ni yekonie now Friday ni ye bass on bass. Friday yeah rap. We dey talk about entertainment, we dey talk about music business. So join me this Monday and Friday, BR Live on Ghana Talks Radio. Don't forget, so before all the social media platforms, like Ghana Talks Radio and Coin Takra, means so me page in the so Coin Takra. Now listen, about your fire, about your job, our Ghana Talks Radio. Don't forget, so be download the app in the Play Store and the App Store. Call me, your time it's Coin Takra Monday and Fridays. The Jinamudi will be a mammy time at 7 p.m. sharp. Yeah, the Jumedi bro. Here and here, Konya on your guy.
What do you want for breakfast? How do you want your breakfast?
English breakfast. French fries.
Koko Nikosi, alo komi kesheto.
Wache.
Well, Gobe is the real deal.
Join us on Ghana Talks Radio. Let's serve you a buffet of breakfast.
From news headlines review, current affairs to social issues,
entertainment, sports, and all the trending stories live on our mobile app and across all socials from Monday to Friday 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
With me, Pakwesi Omare,
Regina Bless,
Deborah Adoso,
and I am Esinal Fiagbedu. This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show. This is Ghana Talks Breakfast Show, your morning companion. Good morning to you once again, lovely listeners of Ghana Talks Radio. You are tuned into your favorite online radio station right here in Ghana. We are streaming live on Facebook at Ghana Talks Radio. We are streaming live on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Ghana Talks Radio. We're also streaming live on YouTube at Ghana Talks Radio. Please log on, tap the link, type in Ghana Talks Radio, join the conversation. Let's get it interactive and engaging. You can also send in your comments right there. So before we zoom into the second segment of the show, sitting right here in the studios with me is Miss Debbie Adoso, and we will be looking at a few trending news headlines and news stories. But as we know it, tomorrow the NPP is going to vote for their flag bearer. So we'll be dwelling more on the issues of the NPP. Good morning to you once again, Miss Debbie.
Good morning.
What's a dang?
Me adom na also
Hey yo, on for breakfast here. Oh, I didn't know nobody did.
Maybe watch it.
Watch a picture, then I say.
I am in pet near Petchen.
Oh, but you one.
And also now, oh dear, on me. Was any album, no, so oh dear, on me, but I don't really like that one. I like.
Hey, the watch it, the soft one. If you mix it with Gary, and the chateau is good. And that's when you're eating, I do. That one when you're eating it, you need tissue beside you because very soon you see that your nose is getting watery because of how pepperish the chateau is.
And the water is hot.
It's hot. Me say, you can't joke with wachi.
Actually, stop. It's forever thin.
Forever thin.
There are some food you cannot joke with. I mean, definitely once in a week you take it. Something like wache kinky.
Oh yeah, but it's been a while I took wache. It's been a while. Okay. My mom prepared some. I think last week. Yeah.
Something you cannot do with that. Wache kinky.
Yeah.
Porridge.
Yeah. You know, my mom was a wache seller.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, before she started fish.
Oh wow.
Then I asked her why did she stop selling wache. She was like, when I gave birth to you and I stopped selling wache. I was like, why would you do that?
She doesn't want to pressure you.
She doesn't want me to enjoy the wache, but my first sibling, you know, he enjoyed the wache, so I'm now enjoying the fish. Right. So let's move to the main issues. So Kennedy Japan addressed NPP delegates yesterday, and then he mentioned a lot of things. I don't know if you've listened critically to the message he put out there. I mean, to the video. If you've watched the video, if you haven't watched it, go and watch it. He said he's speaking from his heart. Even before they televised what he wanted to say. He made a Facebook post. He said, tonight, which was yesterday, I speak from my heart. I speak from the heart. I speak as a man who has carried this party in difficult times, stood by our own people when it was not convenient, and refused to walk away when hope seemed distant. This journey has never been about power for me. It has always been about duty. To every delegate who believes in courage over comfort, truth over silence, and power and service over self, this message is for you. Our party stand out at a crossroad, and the choices we make now will shape Ghana. I feel like this is an emotional blackmail some way, because if you are reading this thing, if you are reading it, and then you are not moved emotionally, then I wouldn't want to say that you are not a human being or something, but you will be moved. I don't know if it's another strategy to also sway the delegates to vote for him. I see you laughing. What do you have in your head?
Well, I don't really have anything in my head, but you see, I like the fact that when he started his speech, he spoke about the internal division in the party.
Yes.
He made mention of it's an internal election they are going in for, not a war zone. And so regardless of whatever is going to happen, it shouldn't be mad with conflict here and then, because after the election they are all going to come back as one function and then make sure that they win power. Their ultimate goal is to win power in 2028. So
exactly.
They shouldn't allow this divide them. I think that is good. I don't know whether it's from his heart, whether it's from his heart or not. Like I said, the right.
But look at the way the man was emotional.
He was emotional while speaking.
Yeah.
And then he was also very careful with his choice of words. You could realize that he wasn't choosing the words anyhow.
I think he was reading from a teleprompter.
Are you sure?
Or something, because he wasn't looking. I wouldn't want to start judging the video.
You shouldn't. No, Kennedy Japan, he's intelligent.
Very intelligent.
He's intelligent, yeah.
Right.
And I believe he knows what he's doing as well. And then he said that they are intimidating his voters to vote. Yeah. Whoever is saying that when they come to vote for him, they are going to beat him or her. They shouldn't pay attention to those people because they will be protected. I perfectly believe he's saying this because I remember the internal primaries they did before the 2024 election. He alleged that some foot soldiers from other camps, specifically Baumia's camp, were sent to beat his people. And so so they didn't allow them to vote. And then there was a woman who was supervised, I think one of the election at samples. I don't know whether it was the Eastern or the Ashanti region or so. And the woman was being interviewed, and she said that yes, they beat their people. They even sack her. They followed her till they sacked her from the place to her hotel. So they were not allowed access to where the election was going on. There were foot soldiers that blocked the path. If you want to attempt, either they shoot you or they beat you. And some people, they beat them mercilessly. So that was when Kennedy Japan brought in the showdown. That he will show Baumia, you give him a showdown. Akufo-Addo, you give him a showdown, because allegedly those foot soldiers were from Baumia's camp attacking his own people. So I believe from the past experience, that is why he's trying to tell the people that don't get intimidated. Come and vote. Your life will be secured. After all, we cannot use. Although it's good to learn from past mistakes, but I'm sure they've put things in place, and that is not going to. I'll be very happy if at the end of this election we are not going to hear that someone has been beaten, this person has not allowed to vote. Allow the people to vote and choose who they want. As simple. That is going to help. If they do that, it's going to promote peace. But if not, then the days ahead is very scary.
But what is the end goal if you want to intimidate a delegate from not voting for another flag bearer? What has that got to do with you?
Yes.
This is my town, and I said I will not vote for you. You don't know what is in my head. You don't know why I want to vote for this person, and then you want to intimidate me not to. What is the end goal? Would that make me come and vote for you?
No, but that wouldn't. But in this case, I feel like they said when you come and vote, the police are standing there. So not the police, the full soldiers, because trust me, police wouldn't do that. The full soldiers of the party. And these people I'm talking about, they are not the Penya people we've been seeing in uniform. Excuse me. These are body-built macho men that are standing behind the post. So whoever they vote for, they are there watching you. You are like, allegedly you are supposed to vote for this person and you will vote for that person. So with your stamp, if you want to vote for, they will tell you vote for Farmaway, and then you put it there. So that internal election, it brought about a whole brouhaha. So people are expecting that there's going to be a re-election one, but it never came. They chose who they want to. So I feel like we are just pleading with them. They should pity the party themselves. They should pity the party, because when the party has gotten to, it is at the verge of collapsing. There is a thin line. They are all holding on to a thin line. Least mistake, they are going to fall in the valley. So I feel like they should take note of things like this. Foot soldiers, see, even when they call for their conference,
their delegate conference,
the conference they did for peace.
Delegate conference.
The delegate conference. We saw foot soldiers around. We saw foot soldiers who wanted to beat police officers.
For what?
We saw them. They were dressed in armed dress, like not like soldiers, but they were wearing colored uniforms similar to those of the soldiers, but not that. Very body built, and you are coming to beat a police officer, a whole police officer in uniform. When the media, when we took the video, they took the phone from myself and Omari, and they deleted the video. They gave the phone back to us. Oh yes, they deleted the video and they gave the phone back to us. So it should tell you that the gendarmes are there, but it should also consider the party, because MPP started by a group of people and you came to join. If that was how they handled the party, I'm not sure you will like joining the party. So if you destroy the party today, mind you, upcoming generations are watching. What is left to attract them? It's supposed to make it attractive. So I feel like that is what we are saying. Kennedy Japan said the truth. It's a contest. It's not a war zone.
It's not a war zone.
So there shouldn't be an outcome where we hear say Binsa, yes say no, this should be a thing of the past. We are pleading.
Right, but what brought about this whole division and this unity in the party? Where is this stemming from? Is it stemming from way back? Was it during Nanado's time or what? Because I still can't fathom it.
I think it started mainly from Nanado's time.
Mainly from
Yes, from Nanado's time, because I
think
I heard Kenneth why. Oh, I saw his interview with Joy. Where he made a statement that this whole brouhaha started from Nana Akufo-Addo's era. Me, I used to hear of MPP. Those time when Alan was there, Alan wanted to contest. They used to call him Alan Cash and all that. So I used to I've been hearing of the MPP and a whole lot, but I've not heard instances where, I mean, they end up fighting each other so hard. But what we see today, I wouldn't say they are not division in the party. They are division, but from the past years to what we are seeing now, it has become so tense than what we saw before. And that's because I feel like there is favoritism.
There's favoritism in the party.
There is favoritism in the party. The reason why I think everybody is pointing at Nana Akufo-Addo, because let me take you back to Alan Cash. Alan Cash was supposed to be the flag bearer for the MPP. They said, "Oh, dear, Kotna se Maubra enko." And those time, Alan.
So that was where.
So let me say that was the genesis of the whole problem.
That was the genesis of the whole
problem. Those time, Alan was having crowd.
Oh yes.
You see the way Baumia is having supporters now.
Yeah.
That was how Alan was having people. That time, na Akufo-Addo konan go for no system ni musa.
Yeah. And I remember there were words even from our old men and women. They were like, "Oh, where do you say Kufo we are Alan Cash?"
So Alan Cash, your friend Alan Cash.
Yeah.
I remember those times when I was in school. I wasn't so much into politics, but you see
of
people
course.
coming to Alan Cash. Like, I have colleagues whose parents are into politics. So anytime they come on board, Alan Cash, I'm saying, hey. So those times then Alan Cash, Alan was trending. Alan missed a very golden opportunity, and I know by now he's regretting, because if they should replay, I'm not sure he's going to do that. Don't sell your birthright to someone and don't entrust it.
Maybe he was forced.
He was forced to pay. Even when they went for the primaries, Alan won, and they were like, "Oh, what they got now? No, say okay. Sorry, my time was so. You see where the mistake came in? When I'm done with my period, you will take after me. But you've forgotten that this internal elections of the party is not an inheritance. Political party is not an inheritance. We are not doing the style of Americans. Americans, they do this. What's the name? Oh, for them it's like inheritance. Depending free so obi neba. They have a name for it. I've forgotten. But when you come here, it's not like that. Politics is not an inheritance. It's who you want to vote for, how competent the person is, the person being full of integrity. So you watch all these things and then you vote for the person. So why will you tell the person that you wait, after my term you are going to take over me? You've given assurance to the person, one, and you've given this hope to the person that say, maybe I make 2 years, after 2 years, men are member, and then all of a sudden you've given the nod to someone else. It is true Akufo-Addo that Baumia became popular.
Yeah.
It is true Akufo-Addo Baumia became so popular, and because of his popularity, he was then, I think he held the position as the governor of Bank of Ghana before.
Yes.
Before he was,
and I learned it was even Kufuor that even sent him there.
Right.
He was an economic wizard.
Right. So after that, then Akufo-Addo came for him as the vice president, which they ran twice.
But looking at this whole thing, don't you think Akufo-Addo could have actually picked Alan Cash as his vice?
He could have, like, simple. That could have been very simple, because this was someone you promised. You see, that was the big mistake he did. That was the big mistake Akufo-Addo did. That me free so I say it's politics is not an inheritance. But when you do that, you on manipana assurance say, "Oh dear, my men call me beba." So immediately, Alan, don't forget that Alan won the heart of both youth, the old, and all the age group. Immediately you do that, supporters why will you do that? Because one, your supporters were looting for you. You had the crowd. When you shift, they'll also shift their focus.
Yeah, and I think when he formed the United Party, I think he lost some of the.
Oh, he lost.
Because if indeed people were really rooting for him, right after NPP NDC, the next party should be the United Party. If really indeed people were really wanted him to be the president.
So all those people that were rooting for him to become the flag bearer, immediately he did that. Like, they all shifted their focus because the party is introducing new faces. They're introducing what they are doing. They've been in the system. You've seen their faces consistently. You've seen them in your constituency, like, persistent. So this is something that it's like you selling them out. Immediately Alan did that. Like I said, waba form. No one heard of Alan till say the internal election before the 2024 election, when he decided to stand as the flag bearer, and then he realized that no, it became a banter. That why would he do that? And I hear people saying that Alan is ungrateful. Akufo-Addo took him as trade minister because he was the former minister of trade as well. They took him as the former minister. Nippon Acho was a former minister of trade. The person wanted to become a president, and you see, you've lost that golden chance. You've lost it. So there is no way, Alan. What a party. There is nothing too hard for God to do, but to come back a better thing. It will take the grace of God. So this whole genesis started from Akufo-Addo. It started from him.
Right. This is from Napo. Lack of discipline weakening NPP. The 2024 New Patriotic Party running mate, Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempeh, has expressed concern over what he describes as a lack of discipline and leadership within the party. He said the NPP currently needs strong leadership capable of managing the members, recalcitrant members, stressing that no individual is bigger than the party. He noted that many prominent figures owe their political relevance to the NPP and must therefore act in ways that protect its unity and public image. According to him, following the party's defeat in the 2025 elections, leadership embarked on nationwide consultations to hear the concerns of supporters, which led to amendments in the party's constitution. Dr. Opoku Prempeh explained that the next critical step is the election of party executives at the constituency, regional and national levels, following the selection of a flag bearer to restore effective leadership. This is even coming from Napo. He explained that the next critical step for them to do was to elect party executives at the constituency, regional and national levels, following the selection of a flag bearer to restore effective leadership. He emphasized that without properly elected leaders, the party cannot hold the government accountable, and that discipline must be restored for the NPP to regain public trust. Unity, discipline, and respect for party structures are essential if the NPP is to move forward and remain a strong political force, he added. Who is Napo in the party?
Who is Napo?
Yes.
Napo is Napo.
He's a member in the party.
He's a member in the party.
And he was once an aspiring vice president
to
Baumia. And you have these concerns and you never address them. Because during all of this Buhari, I never heard Napo say anything.
No.
So why are you now granting interviews and you are saying that? Is that not like stabbing your people in the back?
It's not. Like, he's not stabbing. He's being sincere. I think where it has gotten to, you just have to accept the fact that things are not going on well, and then you spill out the bitter truth. Truths are always bitter. When somebody tells you the truth, it's bitter, but that is the truth.
Oh yes.
You just have to accept it.
And people don't want to accept it.
People don't want to accept it, but sometimes you have to accept it the hard way, because that is what they are saying. Napo, aspiring vice president, now he's saying this. I'm sure he's saying that because he realized that where it's getting to, he needs to add his voice. And I would say this is one of the sensible messages I've heard from him so far. Even when I'm not insulting, pardon me, I'm not insulting him, but you know, when he was being appointed by the then former vice president Baumia, when he wanted to leader as a president, and then Napo as his vice. When Napo goes out to speak, do you hear him speak? Like, do you hear him speak? He speaks as if he's not a vice president too.
I don't know if you saw the meme that was trending. Obviously, so we wake up and then Napo is our vice president. Hey.
Being a leader is not you just waking up and then you feel like you want to be a leader. It entails a lot. See, communication, number one. What were you the one telling me in the course of the week that you saw a video and you're showing it to me and you're telling that people need to go and study communication because it's very, very important. Oh, you are showing me a video.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think it's that lady's video.
Yeah.
The lady's video. And you're telling me that it's very necessary. People need to go and learn
how to communicate.
It's very, very necessary because, see, from here, you don't know where you'll be one day. Mm-hmm. You don't even know whether you'll be appointed into a higher position. For people to vote for you, you need to convince them. How do you convince them? By your words, your choice of words, how you draft those words, how you even join them together to make them meaningful and not useless in the ears of the people. So communication is key. If you want to communicate something to me, you might have the idea, but if you don't know how to communicate it, you might sound foolish, but maybe what you want to tell me, it's very meaningful and it's going to help me. But your choice of words will make it you look senseless and meaningless to me. So communication is very, very key. And I must say that since Napo was taken, we really didn't hear of him. But you see, one thing I liked about him is after they didn't win as after they didn't win as the president, I never heard from Napo again. Like he was, and that is good.
I think he went into a healing mood.
That is good. See, sometimes you just have to reflect on yourself. Mm-hmm. Look at the mistakes you've done. It's this time there is nothing like shifting of blame. Everything you do, you need to own up, be responsible for what you do. Enough of the excuses. So you sit down. This one I didn't do it well. Why didn't I do it well? It's because of this. You pin it down. All those time we call it a reflection mode. Mm-hmm. A time that it's a very sad moment because you've made a lot of mistake, full of regret and pain.
I think that was what Baumia should have also done.
One year.
The pain is still in his chest, and he's still going about. Oh, Baumia.
So I'm just wondering what will be the campaign message.
Anyway, but what is his campaign message? Have you heard anything?
I've not heard. The only thing I've heard was, bashing other people. Where I say, Nyakoka has Yako. Asa. The only thing I think the only thing I heard him say was what? Oh. The only thing I heard him say was when he's being voted for, he's going to make the travel to Israel so cheap for Christians. That is the only thing.
But I even learned in Israel, the Christianity religion is just a small. Right. Let's look at some key facts about the 5 aspirants standing to be voted for, God willing, tomorrow to be the flag bearer of the NPP. Let's start with Kennedy Japan. So Kennedy Japan quietly runs a business empire and is hiring over 7,000 Ghanaians from TV stations to factories, providing his NPP hustle goes way beyond the viral rant. So looking at Kennedy Japan, he's not only hungry for power, but he's an industrious person.
You're right.
He has lots of industries. I learned he has a rubber industry.
See
that he has employed a lot of people.
Use your phone and search and see the industry this man is having. He's having a rubber industry. I think he's having a steel where they produce knife and all that. He's into that, and I think production of juice using this natural fruits and all that. He has a lot of industries where he has employed people. So for industrialization, the money is just good. And even the rubber, the Banku rubber we are using, he has an industry that produces that.
And I see that in every campaign, he keeps preaching about him going to give job to people if they vote for him. But do you think that is actually the priority of Ghanaians?
Why not?
No, apart from the job.
Apart from the job, we have other priorities, but job creation is number one.
Let's look at Kennedy Japan's team. Would I say aura, his communication, his campaign messages, do you think he's suitable to lead the party?
For me, this is a very tough question you're asking me.
Just share your opinion.
I'm just sharing my opinion.
In a nice way.
In a nice. Oh yes, in a
so
nice way.
So you don't come back and apologize.
No, I'm not coming to apologize.
Right.
Looking at his demeanor, he's not well fit, but he can still be fitted in.
So you think he can be groomed?
Oh yes, he can. He can. Why? We all make mistakes. That's real. It doesn't mean that President Muhammad Abdel doesn't make mistakes. He makes mistakes, but the man is good because he knows how to communicate. He's good because he knows one day he'll be holding a higher office and people will go back to check his background, what he did before, how he was able to do it, and so he conducted himself very well. And that was the mistake Kennedy Japan did. He never realized that he'll be coming into power, so he spoke as if he's the Lord of Lords, he's the King of Kings. So and so long as he owns a TV station,
yes,
so he talks and talks and talks, and because but he has forgotten. So such a person becoming a president is a billboard. It's not a red flag, it's a billboard. But aside that, I like the man. Aside he not being so good because of what we've seen instances where he even told people to beat Ahmed Swale. You see, you need to be careful in life. People, they are using this thing against him.
They are.
Ahmed Swale's case, they are using it against him. You said you know the killers of Ahmed Swale, you just point them out. If he was able to point these people out and even face the Lord, he could have saved his name and restore his image that was tarnished. But no. So you see, his own words are now playing back at him. Aside that, trust me, Kennedy is good. And I wish he win the flag bearer for the NPP.
So you think he has a lot to offer?
He has a lot to offer. He's a no-nonsense person. That is one thing I like about him.
Right.
But one thing I hate about him is onim kasa.
Communication.
His temperament is bad.
It's bad.
Like Nakuma Benu too much. Seriously, he's an emotional speaker. Only the kasa say like he gets so angry that he can even devour you. When I saw his interview with was it Abena on UTV, he was being interviewed and he said the lady said, Matete said, we've had people from other camps plotting this and doing this. Even some saying that when you become the flag bearer, it will be a threat to their life and all that. The way the man was sitting down and looking at his face, you could see that he's boiling, but was shining also. So he sat down for a while, and then when he opened his mouth, I said, "News ni mintie." So you see. Sometimes you just need to relax, taking a deep breath, and by the time you count 1 to 10 and you speak, you'll be okay. So he was calm, even though he spoke that. He said he doesn't listen to news because all those people are naysayers. He doesn't want to pay attention to them and all that. They are distractors. He just wants to pay attention to what he's doing. If you look at his demeanor, he could have said more. But because there is something ahead of him, he just needs to control himself. And then, so I feel like his temperament. See, if you don't take off your temperament, it must have a best shrill. And that is what is happening to Kennedy.
And that is what is happening.
But he's
Kennedy.
good.
But I'm just hoping that this composure that he's keeping, it continues like that. Because we don't want a case whereby after the election, just in case he doesn't win, then he flares up.
Do you know that even the party members themselves are afraid of him? They are scared of Kennedy.
Because it looks like people actually think when he comes back, when he comes into power, or let me say, if he wins the flag bearer, there's going to be sort of like a revenge for some people. I'm
telling you.
Right, let's move
on.
Let's look at Brian Champon. Brian Champon leveled up as a right-hand man to the legendary NPP chair Jake Obichebi Lamte, grinding grassroots before smashing his 2016 MP win with 75% of Abetifi's votes. Brian Champon was also the Minister for Agriculture as well. And all these people were in power. And now they want to be the flag bearer for the NPP. And if hopeful, also the president of Ghana one day. What does he have to offer? Let's look at Brian Champon's personality.
Brian. Well, I don't really follow him that much. I follow people who have the crowd. You get it?
The people make noise.
The people make the noise and everybody. But well, in his personality, for me, I would say from afar, he kind of look like someone who is calm, but he's not. Yes, his type is like a green snake and a green carpet grass. He looks so. Oh, outside he looks so calm. He's not the type that speak blah 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 like a tap. Okay, we cannot compare him to Kennedy.
No,
he doesn't speak that much. I mean, hardly will you even see him on an interview, being granted an interview. Hardly will you even see him talking about issues of the party. If not for this flag bearer shifting, maintaining count.
Like he won't even come out and say
maintaining count that much. And if not for the fact that some time ago he wanted to buy hotels, state properties, they wouldn't even get to know him that much. So I feel like for Brian, he might have the capability, but for now he's not fit. He also have a lot of work to do. I saw a video where he was accusing Baumia that he sponsored Baumia's he sponsored people to vote for him. He paid each of them 1,000 cedis to vote for Dr. Baumia and a whole lot. So someone who has it in mind to buy state properties, if this person is giving the nod, we will be here, and then they'll tell us that Ghana has been sold. In fact, they've sold the country and sold the human beings in it, and we'll be in our own country and be slaves to other people. So it's a no-no. It's a no-no.
Right. Let's look at Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Was handpicked by J.A. Kufuor as a fresh young economist at the Bank of Ghana, calling him the seed he planted straight into the 2028 running mate race, kick-starting Baumia's rise. So yeah, I think we mentioned that earlier, that it was former President Kufuor who planted him as the
Then Akufo-Addo took over.
Let's look at Baumia.
The digital man. The economic wizard. Billboard.
Why?
Baumia is a billboard.
Are you rating him based on his previous performance?
Oh, sure. That is what we are going to do. As it stands now, no one is going to talk about how good you are looking, how handsome you are, how tall and dark and lovely you look like. Everyone is going to base on your past experience, the work you did, how good you went about your works, how you were able to deliver on your promises. That is what people are going to base on to vote for you. So that is what I'm also basing on this morning.
But do you think that in any way is going to affect his vote tomorrow?
It won't, because you're a baby.
Why are you so positive that something will
I'm positive. Guys, nothing is too hard for the MPP. The MPP? Oh, come on. Nothing is too hard for them to do. I'm saying this because I've seen members of their own. You see, the MPP, they have a lot of work to do. They sell themselves out. This delegate conference I went to, I heard a lot. I heard a lot. Sometimes a group of MPP faithful stand here and then they're forgetting themselves. They're forgetting that any MPP form they have other people coming in and all that, and then they are speaking. And sometimes when you hear them talk, they talk out of pain, out of pain. It's like so it tells that these people, this like in a way, they are washing their dirty lining in public. So that is what they do. Baumia, to lead Ghana, he can be a flag bearer for MPP, but not to lead Ghana.
You don't see that?
No, I don't see that. Someone who told us, who break into the prison.
Which prison?
He break into our Insawan prison, pushed the dollar in there, locked it, and gave the key to IGP. What did we see? Okay. He brought e-levy. What did we see?
He said he was not in support of the e-levy.
Hey.
Oh, but you heard him say that before.
No, wait, so it was ghost we saw. Was he not the one who spearheaded the cutting of the cake and the pumping of the champagne? If it was not his idea, we heard it from his mouth. Well, an organization, we might have a meeting with management and all that. Manager might have a meeting with management outside, but when they are done, manager communicates to us. He tells us what has been communicated to him, right? So in as much as it's an organization, there is one person that would deliver the message. So if Bawumia is saying, say, he's not in support, he delivered it. And so long as you're able to take that, grab that opportunity, stood out, and then deliver that message, it means you're in support of it. So you were in it. And so what else? For me, Bawumia does not fit to be a president of Ghana.
Let's look at Dr. Yao Osei Educhum. He started as an unknown educator, but shocked everyone by jumping straight from U.S. Charter School CEO to Ghana's education minister under Akufo-Addo, no prior elected office, just pure merit, launching him into NPP's top ranks. So he was a former education minister. We don't, like, he hasn't held any position or something. Okay, but I think he's an MP for, I'll check in and get back to you on that. Yeah, so let's look at Educhum. What is his campaign message? What is he also saying?
Well, I think his campaign message is based on, I think he also wants to create a job for the people. Recently, he said he'll be giving insurance to party, free health insurance to party members or these in a party.
And I also saw that he said he was going to give free SHS, free university.
Free
tertiary education.
Free tertiary education to students as well. See, don't give promises you cannot do.
Hey, SHS. SHS,
our politicians are not being sincere with us, and it's sad because you make promises. You see, this is why you get yourself tied up. You get yourself tight in a corner that you cannot, relieve yourself, because you make promises that you know fully well you cannot fulfill. Why? Why do you put so much pressure on yourself? Now let's look at the demeanor of Educhum. Educhum is a very calm person. He's intelligent. He works well. He has been a minister of education.
Yes,
it wasn't that bad.
Our education system was okay.
During his tenure. It was bad, but it wasn't that bad.
It was bad.
It was bad.
What was the bad side of it?
It was bad, but it wasn't that bad. It was bad because wasn't he the education minister when they brought the free SHS?
Yes.
He was there. Yes. He was there when they were complaining that the food, there were shortages of food.
And they were eating expired rice.
They were eating expired rice. The mochosho, right? The mochosho rice that was spoiled. What was the name? The caterers and people stealing half of the food to the house and all that. Was he not the Minister of Education? He was the Minister of Education. Was he not the Minister of Education when they said that they're not going to, they cancelled corporal punishment, and then we saw students sending cutlass to school, using cutlass to cane their fellow students? He was the Education Minister. So his time, it was bad. In fact, I don't know why I said it wasn't that bad.
It was bad.
It was bad. It was very, very bad. It was very, very bad. But you see, he looks like Oyobi Boko. I don't know whether you've listened to him talk before. He's a very calm person. He's also a person that doesn't grant interview occasionally. Yeah. And the recent interview I saw was on News File, where he was being asked. Do you know one thing I like about him?
What do you like about
Even if you are trying to bring in an issue of his opponent, oh boy, I'm telling you.
Oh, that's a nice way.
I'm telling you, he has a way to sway you around and bring it
back
to position.
Is he communicating?
I was sitting and I was like, hey, this man, like, he knows how to communicate.
Of course, I'm here for me. So why do you want to talk about somebody else?
So the interviewer was trying everything possible to catch this man. Or two questions about he will swear around it. Or and he will say what he wants to say.
I see.
So for me, with that, he's very good. I've not seen him bashing anyone. I've not seen him bashing anyone.
I think he has a clean record.
Oh yes, he has.
Apart from him being the Minister for
of Education, but he's calm. His communication is top notch.
Right. Let's look at the last person, Kwabena Agyapong. Kwabena Agyapong was in the trenches from day one in 1992, hyping Professor Eduboahene's epic comeback against Rawlings' military grip, the spark that lit NPP's path to power. So I think looking at someone like Kwabena Japan, what would you say about him too? Would you say that he's also fit to lead the party?
Yeah, so I think yes, he's fit. One of his message is based on meritocracy.
Meritocracy, what's that?
Meritocracy, where he said that when he comes into power, he will ensure that people are voted on based on their merit, based on what the person can offer, and not based on party loyalty. So you don't pick people because because you cannot do the thing, but they'll pick you based on like merit, what you can do, what you have done before, your track record that shows how good you are, and they're going to give you a position to handle, and not because what's in a party no more so like what's in a party no more you've helped me done that and that into pump. Then we've seen instances like that where party faithfuls who are incompetent are being occupying big positions, whilst the competent ones are left behind. So his message is based on that. That man, I think he has been the secretary of the party before. I don't remember.
Yeah,
Yes, he has been the secretary of the MPP before. His track record are very excellent. I've not heard so like noise
much scandal.
Yeah, I think he is in line with this man. Or say Chairman Sabonsu, the then minority leader for MPP. The man is good. When you listen to him talk, as if he's not an MPP member. But I feel like all these people, you see, that is it. Maybe he has it in mind to hold office one day. So all these people know how to play their cards very well. Kwabena Japan, unfortunately, he won't win, but I feel like he would have been the how will I say,
the best,
the savior and the best candidate.
Yeah, I feel
for the MPP. But unfortunately, we are sorry.
But I think it's just not the time for him.
So which time? Do we have a purported time for everything?
It's his first time.
It's his first time, so
it's his first time standing as a flag bearer aspirant. Yes, so maybe
Baumia has never held any position before, but for his first time, he was being appointed among everybody to be the vice president.
Anyways,
so there is nothing like first time. They should look at his track record, what he did. That is what they are supposed to do. But you see, it's going to be hard because even party soldiers or founders of the party who are even supposed to keep quiet and then keep in mind the people they are rooting for to win have even made it known that they are supporting people. Kufuor has made it known that he's a supporter of Baumia.
Really?
Yes, I think he made a statement. Yes, he said we should vote for Baumia because
he said
we should vote for Baumia. Baumia is good and all that. And Akufo-Addo also declared his Nana.
The vice president.
Yeah, so everything shows all this are something that should be kept in the mind. But you've made it known, so automatically, like the likes of Kufuor have accepted Baumia. The likes of Akufo-Addo has accepted Baumia, and these people have the crowd.
So obviously,
you cannot
everyone.
Fit in.
So assuming we actually had in a way that nobody made it known that I'm going to support this flag bearer. I think maybe
it's going to be fair.
People will be honest.
They'll be honest
and think about the campaign messages these people are talking about, and then they'll be able to go and vote for who they want to vote for. Yes, it's true.
So let's give this example. Imagine you are connected to the president, and then the president goes to talk to someone. The president goes to talk to, let's say, Donald Trump. That I want you to give SNM a position. Donald Trump doesn't know you, but for the fact that he trusts President Mahama, he's going to give you that position.
Oh yes.
So that is how it is.
Yeah.
Let's take note that Kufuor has his people that like him, people that trust him. He has a crowd. Akufo-Addo also has the crowd. You might not like him, but there are people out there that the man is being liked by people out there.
Yeah.
It is few people who do not like him, but you have a lot of people that like him for who he is. So all these people, so long as you declare your support for one person, they also come together and support that person.
Sorry.
Excuse me.
Sorry. This is normal. It's part of life. If you don't do it, you're not a human being. Maybe Bamia is coming for you. Yeah, I are talking about Bamia.
Oh, I beg. You should come for me physical hospital.
Right. So away from the issues of the NPP, the OSP has come to light again. Let's see what he has to say. OSP commends President Mahama for halting bill to abolish Anti-Corruption Office. The Office of the Special Prosecutor has praised President John Dramani Mahama for intervening to stop a proposed private members' bill that sought to abolish the office and transfer its mandate to the Attorney General. The bill laid before Parliament on December 8, 2025 by the Majority Leader Mahama Yariga and Majority Chief Whip Roxanne Nelson Dafiamekbo argued that the OSP's functions overlap with those of existing state institutions, citing alleged operational insufficiencies and high costs as justification for its repeal. The OSP, however, rejects those claims, describing them as misleading and inconsistent with the office performance and contributions since its establishment. In its half-yearly report for December 2025, the office welcomed the President's directive for the withdrawal of the bill, saying the move reaffirmed the rationale for creating an independent corruption body distinct from the Attorney General's department. The office highly commends the President, and the nation has His Excellency to thank for the swift and decisive call for the withdrawal of the bill, the report stated. President Mahama, addressing the meeting of the National Peace Council, described the proposal to dissolve the OSP as premature and urged the office to intensify its work in order to strengthen public confidence in its operations. So this is the OSP commending President John Dramani Mahama for taking a bold stand to halt the abolition of the Anti-Corruption Office, which is his office. And I'm sure he's excited it didn't come to play.
Let it be your first and last. Because the president came in for you, you're happy. You should be ashamed of yourself instead. You should be very, very ashamed of yourself, because the office of the OSP was established for almost 8 years now. 8.5 years now. And the OSP haven't prosecuted anyone, not even a fly or an ant. So if the president should pardon you, that is good, but you should be ashamed of yourself. Because you cannot be holding that office for 8.5 years. The office is being resourced, and you are doing nothing. If you are doing something, then let it show. Let us see. Because your work is not something that should be. It's not an underground work. It is something that should be open. If you are prosecuting someone, it's being known. So we need to see it. So he's happy. He's happy. Why won't he be happy? Because the president has come in for him. But I think it should prompt you to think it twice. That you are not doing the right thing. If people are calling for your removal, it means you are not doing the right thing. It means there is a lot of questions surrounding your work. So you need to answer to the call. We don't know why the president all of a sudden changed his thought to pardon him. But I think this is a wake-up call for OSP. Because the president can change his mind anytime soon. And tell you that go out because you're not performing so well. So I feel like this shouldn't be something that should over-excite him, but rather a wake-up call to do more. Because the office, as it stands now, for me, is of no use. Because we cannot even feel its impact. We don't even know what he is doing. You see, since Mahama said he's not going to scrap, one say Asemnewu.
Nobody is saying anything about it again.
President are speaking. What do you have to say? Zero. Nothing. It's sad.
Very, very sad. Well, let's look at this. Take responsibility for your personal security, CID boss to public. Director General of the Criminal Investigations Department of the Ghana Police Service, COP Lydia Donko, has urged the public to take personal security seriously and remain vigilant against crime, particularly cyber and online related offenses. Remain vigilant against cyber and online crimes and exercise due caution on digital and social media platforms, she advised. COP Donko advised at a news briefing on the arrest of 2 robbery gang members in separate police operations. She disclosed that 7 suspected robbers who allegedly attacked travelers, including a member of the Council of State in the northern region, as well as 5 others involved in a robbery at Inkesim in the Ahaf region, were currently assisting the police with investigations. The CID Director General said the successes recorded by the Ghana Police Service were the result of sustained intelligence-led operations aimed at combating robbery and other violent crimes across the country. She noted that the intensified operations form part of a broader national strategy to protect lives, secure property, and maintain public safety. I would like to take this opportunity to urge us all to take our personal security seriously. She cautioned the public against sharing personal or financial information with unknown persons, urging them to be wary of unsolicited messages or calls requesting sensitive details. Madam Donko also advised motorists and persons involved in vehicle sales to remain alert at all times, especially when driving at night or in isolated areas. So please, this is from the COP, the CID boss. Take responsibility for your own security. It's very annoying when you are sitting in a vehicle, then someone is making a call. Oh, send his cano, fatu me bank account, fatu me momo. What's this can saying? And who here? Wait, and who here now? Why won't they just follow you to your house or maybe follow you to some coded location? They will beat you and then get the info and then leave. Why? I think that we are our own problems.
Exactly.
We are our own problems.
Exactly.
Because why would you be making such a sensitive like call in church?
Me, even if someone calls me and I know that I don't feel so comfortable when I make call in the midst of people. So you always see me going out to make my calls, find a place where I can talk and be confidential at hand. It's not as if I'm trying to hide something, but it's personal.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like to be sharing my information to everybody to hear. But we have people. It's different when you're the type when you make calls. People, because I've had a roommate. So I wonder how the person she's talking to me a type of me kasa.
What I say?
Me like me dede.
Hey me what's on catcho?
This is the way you come. You told me that you heard my voice somewhere. So because I've realized that this is how I speak. So when I want to make call and it's very sensitive, I don't stay in the midst of people. I sit in a place where I feel like no one is here. I'll be comfortable. I'll talk. No one is hearing me out. You get it? That is where I do my calls. But some people know. Yesterday when we were coming from the reporting, we were sitting in a vehicle. A man came. He sat in front of me, and then he took bunch of money from his pocket. As a scanner, amwa inti or sheni. In my mind, I was like, inti papa ye free. Saying for no fuel. Come one comforting. Are you trying to show off or what? I feel now. Or says is scanning ye. What if there is an armed robber in the car? Oh yes, exactly. They will track you and know where you are, and then go and gang up and come after you. So BBC you need to be very, very careful. People make mistake a lot too. Or to make us okay more than you feel say and then you are bringing out sensitive information. Then aside that too, you will be there. Recently a colleague of mine came, he was crying, not like crying with tears, but he was let me just use the word crying. And I was like, what happened? He said he was there and they sent him information. Someone sent him, this link that they will send you that they are giving free data, free airtime, free debe, tap on it and bring 2 people, 20 people. When it's up to, they'll give you 1,000 or 2,000 to go and cash out at the bank and all that. So he was there and then they sent him the information. They said type code. I was like, so at your age. At your age.
You don't know that when they start like this, it's just
wrong. Type also boko we will not say they use the code quick loan with MTN.
Oh my god.
minimum can say he has like 1,000 something to pay.
Won't pay.
Why shit?
Next time, don't.
And
do
I was
that.
like, you are not a kid, you are an adult.
No, I feel like people haven't been educated enough on issues like this. Because immediately someone call you and be like OTP code, be like, oh, I'm sorry. For me, if I see a strange number calling me, sometimes I wait for Truecaller to tell me the name of the person. Immediately the name, I see it unfamiliar, I will not pick your call. I will not pick your call. We were here the last time when I picked someone's call. Oh, okay, damn and go.
You see,
you see, I didn't pick that call because that number and the name that came with it was unfamiliar. I was even wondering who would they name such a person like that. I didn't want to pick, but the way the person was calling continuous, I had to say something to the person. So, like, we can actually avoid certain things.
Yeah, we can,
but we are on problems.
Yeah, and you see, sometimes church platform when it's being hacked. I remember some time ago, a reverend was preaching. And he said someone hacked their accounts and they called like 20 people on the page that's we are from Faith Chapel and blah 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 blah. They need money for this and that, and they looted money. That meant also about to say. They said they use one of our associate pastors' name. So I don't know whether it's a member of the church or it's someone, because they use one of the associate pastors' name and they used to fraud the people and they took the money from them. So since then, was it yesterday? Someone called me. That's AG. I think AG Youth. They are doing something. So we should pay money. Okay. When I had money,
it's a wrong
I hung the call.
No.
You won't come and take my money from me, and see. They did something to me before,
And I think this statements coming from her shouldn't actually look as if the police have actually failed at their job.
Oh no, they are not.
But we should be responsible for our own safety.
Yes.
Because you don't expect the policeman to come and stand beside you wherever
and be telling you what to do.
And be telling you what to do. There are certain messages that you look at them, don't reply. There are certain calls, and then from the way the talking is going, you don't have to even continue to give further details or further information about such things. So please be responsible for your own safety. You don't expect the police to be a magician. Now you are working reluctantly. Would you say we shima police or
then you hold it well
in your armpits. That's how you're supposed to hold it.
You protect it to yourself from boy and sister.
You look at where you are. Now,
environment.
Window side.
Now kita phone.
Now we say.
Dance wo. I different boy. So see, we need to be very, very careful. And then,
we need to be very careful.
Curiosity kills the cat. Okay. Curiosity kills the cat. Be careful with the links you'll be tapping. Or be already just on phone and your own link. Link be on tap, so they'll hack your account. So you need to be very, very careful. And me, if you don't ask my permission, you add me to a group, I'll block you and block delete myself from the group, block you the person who added me to that group.
So you can set your phone in such a way that when someone wants to add you to a group, they send you a message. If you know this person,
how do I tell
don't worry,
teach me why.
Because a lot of people have been doing that. So
teach me.
So you can set your WhatsApp in such a way so you don't end up having too many groups on your phone or whatever. So you'll be the one to approve, if you approve of it, that you should be added to the group or not.
Oh, okay.
So it's a setting. On the phone.
And I think I'll do one of the apps I hate using is Telegram. My delete crash.
Oh yes.
You just be there and the people are adding you to unnecessary groups, profane groups, video groups that do not even teach good lessons, morals. I don't know whether you use Telegram.
Yeah, I use Telegram.
Yeah, adding to Chinese and Hindus group. They don't do that.
They've not added. I joined myself. It's a setting.
I've deleted it. I don't want any trouble.
Right, let's look at our last story. Then we call it a wrap. From B to D plus. I hope you understand it when they say from B to D plus. B, I think, is very good. I think B is good.
B is good, but D is below B.
Good. So you understand that?
Yeah, I do.
From B to D plus, Ghana's customer satisfaction score looms to 59%. So Ghana's overall customer satisfaction score declined sharply to 59% in 2025 from 72% in the previous year, according to the latest Ghana Customer Service Index. The The decline has pushed Ghana's national customer service satisfaction rating from a B grade to D+, reflecting worsening customer experience across both the private and public sectors. The report produced by the Institute of Customer Service Professionals assessed customer experience across 11 key industries using indicators such as trust, competence, professionalism, ease of doing business, processes, and customer-focused innovation. Would you agree with me on this? That Ghanaians, our customer service is bad. And not even, and even before this poll came out, this research came out, you have 2 shops in your, let me use this area for example. You have 2 shops. You go and you're going to buy something, and the way the woman, the seller speaks to you alone even turns you off and make it look as if what you are buying,
she's doing you a favor.
Make it look as if what you are buying, you are not paying for it. And then you go to another shop, and even that person is not a Ghanaian. You go to that shop. Oh, hello. What do you want to buy? Oh, the way they even welcome you into the shop is like it's top notch. Why are we like that? But you sit in your shop from morning to evening. People don't buy anything. You say it's your hometown gods. It's your attitude. Check your attitude.
It's the attitude. God is suffering, every day God, but you're checking you yourself. Sometimes we are a blockade to our own blessing. So yesterday when we were coming, I was very hungry, so I told Reggie that I wanted to buy food. And now baby if I don't buy the food when we come here, by the time we'll get it to be late, I have to go home. So I bought wache. Looking at the woman, her demeanor and everything, I knew that she's a Christian and all that. But she was, I don't know, sending really more bono. Then someone will sell the watch. I gave her 20 cedis. She doesn't have change. If I'll add salad, she won't get change. I was like, and then she was doing the thing. I was hungry. If not, I would just leave. But you see, the Muslim woman I'll be working there to buy the watch for. I can buy watch and this one will give me 3 wele. I didn't pay for it. Like the way sometimes when you get there, she smiles. The way she receives you, it makes you feel so comfortable. That is why every day I go and eat there. It's not because she's giving me, she's cheering me wele baby, but the woman, she's very calm. The way she talks to you, the way like she even smiles to you. Me when I come to buy something from you 2 times and you show me certain member, I will see you, I'll greet you, but I wouldn't come and buy anything from you because you are not the only one selling that thing. Exactly. And you will not make me feel as if I'm coming to borrow and pay you later. No. So you see, a lot of businesses are collapsing because of our attitude. And that is why we have foreigners coming in and they are making it. Have you bought from a Nigerian before? Yeah. You will love it. Also, Accra, hello, madam, beautiful mom. They'll call you. The way they'll talk to you, it will look good on you. What's your size? They smile. Even if you don't want to buy, the way the person talks to you by force. I didn't you have interest in it and you buy it. A Ghanaian woman will insult you. And then you see them and then you are blaming Jesus Christ. You are praying and they pray every day in the shop there. Praying for favor from customers. The customer will come, you won't treat them well. And you want angels to descend from heaven. My daughter, your attitude change. You will rot. Those things will rot there. You throw it away. And those same people you feel like so because you are lacking basic things. These foreigners are good. There is this Nigerian guy I buy my earpiece and everything from. The way he do sometimes cannot start the account. Our people will never do that. That is why you should understand when that man said Ghanaians are very no count. It's more than the one who refused speaking to us. I say we are very, 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 very wicked to ourselves as Ghanaians. So customer service, they say D+. This one is F. Not D, it's F.
Wait, D+.
No,
who was now in D+? So Obesu. Obesu, sir. So that should tell us that as a country,
it's bad.
Our customer service is very bad. So what can we do to make it better?
Improve. As simple.
How do we improve?
Improve on our attitude. Sometimes you go to bank and then customer nipa na obehwe wo no, they can look at you from top to down. Hey, you don't even know who you're attending to. You don't know who that person is. You don't know where you're going to meet that person one day. So if you go to those offices like the banks, those like big offices and all that, people attend to it, not only the shops but even big offices. You go to, even the day I went to file my NSS way, you go to someone who actually speak to you before you go to the main people. They don't even talk to you very well. So we just have to improve. Accept the fact that we are arrogant and full of pride. Just accept it. We are arrogant and full of pride. Then when you accept that, how do I improve? How do I change? Simple. Well, customers are annoying. That is it. Some of them are so annoying. But don't allow that problem that you're facing in the house affect your day, because you are sucking people away. So you just have to improve. And I feel like should there be an orientation or a seminar for all these customer service personnel? There should be oriented at least 3 times in a month how to cater for customers. Even AI will teach you that.
Yeah, AI will teach you
how to handle customers, how to talk to them.
I think our sellers should even start going for seminars.
Oh yes, they have to. It's very, very necessary.
They need to learn.
See, through that you might get a helper. You don't know who is your helper.
Yeah.
So customer service is very, very necessary. Especially when we turn there, no. Any of them, it's very, very necessary.
Right.
You end up sucking people who will be of help to the company, collaborators and investors.
Right. Miss Debbie, your last words for the NPP before we go. Tomorrow they are going to vote. Tell them something.
Well, the only thing I will say is, no matter what happens tomorrow, peace. The name of the NPP is already tarnished, and people, all eyes are on them, all ears are so widely opened, looking into what is going to happen tomorrow. People are eager to know whether there will be chaos tomorrow or not. And so what we are saying is that they should just maintain, that steeze, and ensure that nothing happens. Even if something will happen, they should try to prevent it. Just as they said, there's going to be tight security. There's not going to be macho men's, preventing people from vote. We hope we see same tomorrow.
Right.
I wish them the best tomorrow, and whoever faces should be won the count.
Right. May the best man win. We are wishing the NPP all the best. We are praying that no violence take place. We are going for a break. We'll be back with our guest. Breakfast show right here on GhanaTalks Radio. You are welcome. We are streaming live on Facebook at GhanaTalks Radio, on X at GhanaTalks Radio, and YouTube at GhanaTalks Radio. You can join in the conversation. Right, we have our guest. One of our guests. The rest will be joining us shortly. Sitting right here in the studios with me is Mr. Riafe, the NPP communications team member, and also a full supporter of Briny Champon. Good morning to you, Mr. Riafe.
Good morning, Miss Sedinam, right? Esinam. Okay, I always forget your name.
Why, do you know any Sedinam?
Yeah, I know of a Sedinam.
You know of a Sedinam?
Yeah.
Right. Hope all is well.
Oh, by His grace, His grace. Only God is sustaining us now.
Right. How is the campaign going?
Oh, very well. Very well. I'll say This is one of the easiest campaign ever.
How is it easy?
Oh, you see, when I say easy is not just a term or just a word. It's an action. When something is easy, you do it willingly and it just flows. Because when you see both sides fighting, you just go for your 10 pump, then you just leave. So this is one of the easiest campaign ever.
It's one of the easiest campaign ever.
Yeah.
And it's going as peaceful as ever.
Very, very peaceful. Very, very. How many times do you see Dr. Brian's name in the news? Like, it's always a positive thing. When you hear Brian's name, it's always a positive thing. Yeah.
Right. So you are supporting Brian Champon.
Sure.
Why Brian?
You see, basically, we know of Bawumia. We've heard of Kennedy. Yeah, Ghanaians have heard of Bawumia. They know the works Bawumia did, whether good or bad. Ghanaians know Kennedy. Akompre Kwe Japan. They know him. His action words, whether negative or positive. But here, like the case, Brian is just a neutral person. It's just a neutral person. I won't say Brian is new in the game of politics, no. But he's just a neutral person. When you look at how shades are being thrown within the same party, way back no can say another person will be here saying a whole lot of things. Like, you see, it wouldn't help. So I mean, I will support somebody who will bring unity and togetherness and win power from our biggest enemy, that's the NDC, than anyone who insult or attack. I don't think that's the best way. Right. That's why I supported Brian.
That's why you supported Brian. Yeah. What is your campaign message for Brian?
Oh, Brian, it's just a simple message.
What does it say?
Togetherness, reconciliation, and winning power.
Right. So looking at Brian, who is someone very calm, and barely will even see him on cameras or even any scandal at all. Do you think, looking at what your campaign message is, reconciliation, and then making sure that you unite the party, he's somebody suitable to actually do that?
In this whole world, if you want to fear someone, fear someone who is very, very calm.
Why?
You don't know their next move. Somebody can be very, very rude or arrogant, shouting, but they don't have the courage to do certain things. But a calm person, my sister, don't joke. They are the people who will be working, who will be sitting down, but they'll be working, and you'll be feeling it. You understand? Yeah, that's how Brian is. And you know he has been in the US military force.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah. He was in the military force of US. You can go. So such a person, he has the strategical brain, the tactical brain to do everything that he wants in governance. You understand? With a military background, Brian is the best candidate for MPP. If we want to win election 2028, he is the best candidate.
He's the best candidate.
He's the best.
Right. We have 5 aspirants, including Brian himself. What sets him apart from the rest?
You see, when you look at the 5 aspirants, I just want to base on the first 3. That's Kennedy Japan, Brian Champon, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. There are a whole lot. If you mention Kennedy Japan, a whole lot. The NDC will not even worry themselves to campaign. They will just be bringing out videos. For me, that's what I think.
That's what you think.
If you talk of Bawumia, Jesus, they will run away.
Why would they run away? What's wrong with Bawumia?
You see, it's the same party we are talking about, and I don't want to set any apathy or enmity between the party.
But you are speaking about your candidate individually.
Yes.
Yeah. So you are selling your candidate.
I'm selling. Bawumia is not my candidate.
So I'm asking that what sets Brian Champon apart from the rest of the candidates?
Good. So I've talking about Kennedy Japan, and now I'm now on Bawumia. Bawumia, Ghanaians will ask us, are we ready for e-levy again? Fuel prices again? You see, Mama is doing nothing new to the economy. But as an economist, look at how Ghana, our GDP went high. Everything.
You mean GDP?
Yeah, everything went high. With what even kills the youth? Most of the youth are not working, but you brought in bet levy. Do you think they will still vote for us? No, because they are afraid you even bring more taxes that will even kill the economy. So with Bawumia there, it's a no. And with Kennedy too, because of his past actions, it will be used against him.
What are some of his past actions?
Oh, a lot. A lot.
Oh, I don't know. For the sake of the audience, I believe they will also be interested to know.
Oh. The attacks on men of God, like a whole lot. I don't want to visit because it's an internal election we are going. I don't want to visit that one. But with Brian, I don't think. When you mention the name Brian, the 4 walls of NDC, it shakes because they are afraid of that man.
Okay. So looking at the submission you've made, if I am a delegate of the NPP, what can you say to me to convince me to vote for Brian?
Actually, it's just one thing. Without unity, there is no togetherness.
Okay, so I should vote for Brian because he's going to bring unity to the
Yes,
party.
because one, Kennedy is fighting Bawumia. When you look at the shades, you see they are not. I mean, fighting physically. But you see, when you look at the shade, this one will throw shade. I think when Bawumia came to our place, he was like concern number 1, concern number 2, with no message. What people have said about him, that's what he came to tell us. I'm a delegate. You didn't bring any message than to say concern number 1, concern number 2, concern number 3. You understand? So when we choose a neutral person, you will bring both Kennedy, the Kennedy with the jobs, Bawumia with the ideas. So you bring the ideas and the job together so that we'll create more, jobs for the youth and other stuffs. That's what I think I'll tell. If you want our party to be in power 2028, vote for Brian Champon. Right. Because there is no way Kennedy will let Bawumia become a president. There is no way. On one interview that he went on UTV, also Omudi Cha, Omudi Sia Obicha. Do you okay, you are a Votarian, but Akaini Okas Asem trainer, it means a lot. And there is no way Bawumia too will sit down and say, you Kennedy, when I won the primaries 2023, the bad things you did to me, do you think I'll also let you go scot-free? No. So with these two people, they are not making the party a healthier place for us to live. So we should just put them aside. Bring Brian Champon, market him very, very well. Because Bawumia has been marketed for the past 16 years. Still Ghana for Antono, 41%. The worst performing candidate ever since MPP was in power.
Right. We have Mr. Enoch Ake joining us, who is also an NPP communications team member and also a grand supporter of Bawumia. Good morning, Mr. Enoch.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Not actually well, but I'm
why?
fine.
What happened?
I think it's stress.
It's stress.
But I'll be fine.
But how is the campaign going?
Oh, going very well.
Yeah.
Just about 24 hours to victory of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Right.
You can see the waves and everything. Bibia say delegates, or me make your choice na Dr. Bawumia and umbeto abano ediamano. Clearly. I heard my brother saying Dr. Bawumia Baho and for message bia concern number 1. Koko, please, which constituency? Wejagbawe. I was there. I followed Dr. Bawumia everywhere in Greater Accra. Haji Samira, everywhere until this week. I want to sit down for me and rest Accra. Sometimes not because of internal issues, and now because of our personal interests. You want to say certain words against a candidate you are not supporting. None of the 5 aspirants with the exception of Dr. Bawumia, has been consistent with his messaging. He said, Wejagbawe, go to BNA, go to Obom Domiabra, go to Anyanso Utom, go to Trouble. Everywhere in this country, his message is the same.
And what is that message?
And his message is about what the party needs. We went into an election 2024 where we had a great session of our people deciding to abstain and not vote. The vote obtained in 2020 election, we had over 2.1 million people deciding not to vote and abstain. And the nice aspect of this is that those 2.1 million people who did not vote did not also tend to go and vote for the NDC. They decided to stay home, not adding to the NDC's vote. So when we talk about someone who has been consistent with what he wants to do for the party people, whereas in the 2028 election we'll have that session of people joining the 4 million people to go and vote, it is Dr. Bawumia. He should tell me what his candidate has been able to preach to the delegate. Let's go to Wejagbawe. Let's go to wherever his candidate has gone to, and let us ask them, what did your candidate tell them he will be doing for the party people? My sister, let's not forget that tomorrow's election is not a general election.
Yes.
It is a party election. And for that matter, whatever you want to do should be streamlined to what will benefit the party people and what will make our party great and what will make our party attractive once again, so that 2028 election people will come out to vote. When you go to the people and you are jabbing and you are throwing all sorts of words and you are raising your shoulders and you are showing them that, you ask him and he's saying unity. Tell us what you can do. Dr. Bawumia has been consistent. He is telling us that he is going to do 10 appointments for each constituency. He didn't hear that in Wejagbawe. That Dr. Bawumia said as a president, he has the power to do local appointments, MMDCs, directors at NHIS, YEA, and the rest at the district level. Again, he didn't hear Dr. Bawumia saying that he has the power to do those top appointments, ministers, deputy ministers, CEOs, deputy CEOs, ambassadors, board chairs, board members, director generals, commissioners, and the rest. He didn't hear that. And Dr. Bawumia is saying that those appointments are known about 7,000, and he's going to take 3,000 of those appointments to the constituency level, where at least constituency when you be crowned on 10.
So he gets to do all of this when he's voted as the flag bearer or president.
For the 10 appointment for each constituency, he's saying that edidija edoso party anymore. So one way we can strengthen our party is that when he becomes the flag bearer and automatically continues to win and become the president, one thing that will help the party, and it's a now my appointment, more constituency for you will handpick and do your selection and vet your people at your constituency, and let Dr. Bawumia know that this is the 10 people we believe in Wejagbawe can help our constituency. Then we appoint those 10 people. Won't it come back to help the party? So your candidate has not been able to tell us anything. Dr. Bawumia is saying there is going to be a party welfare database system. One of the things Professor Okwe's committee, when they went around, the party people told them was that na edidija no doso. Na sro for ni didija ase for no. So there is the need to have a structure where we know the needs of our party people. So if my brother from Wejagbawe per the party database structure in Wejagbawe, his name is written that or not there, or say MPP Abayemba party or not scholarship no pa, say the job slot about Wejagbawe, we will not call him because he says it's a scholarship he wants. If scholarship comes, we will call him and he will come and take it. That will eliminate that selling of slots, because if you come and give me slots for soldier, for what have you, and I do not want that, then what would I do? I will eventually go and sell it to someone. But if the party knows the needs of its people, we can tailor it to meet it. This is what Dr. Bawumia is saying. And he's saying the electoral area coordinators in Wejagbawe, those electoral area coordinators, they will be the coordinators for this party welfare database. He's saying he did not hear that.
Right. So we've seen Dr. Baumia also lead as the vice president of Ghana. We've seen a lot of criticism that has to do with our economy, digitalization, and all of that. Don't you think that might influence the votes for the upcoming election tomorrow?
There's something going to influence the vote tomorrow.
Yeah. Don't you think that
you see, when I hear people saying, "Anna, or so economic messiah, and buy no journey," then I begin to laugh.
You are laughing yourself. Continue. I'm not in the mood.
How was the economy in 2017 to 2020? If you can be honest with yourself. President Akufo-Addo's first term, 2017 alone. Tell us, how was the economy? You see, you are sitting here wanting to throw jabs at someone who was a vice president, but your candidate was a member of parliament in the Parliament House of Ghana. Aside Engineer Kwabena J. Japan and Dr. Baumia, the rest wanting to be flag bearers were in parliament in 2020 to 2024. Are you aware? Do you know that the e-levy, betting tax that got Ghanaians angry and the youth angry, in 2020 to 2024, we had 137, NDC had 137, and one independent candidate. Are you aware? And the independent candidate decided to join MPP, making 138. Is he aware that if his candidate alone had decided that or dream party or dream Ghana for one no person president, no, if that is candidate alone decided not to vote for E-levy and had joined the NDC, making it 138 or so, today we wouldn't have had E-levy coming in for NDC to come and cancel. Sometimes they tend to forget. Betting tax. If your candidate alone had decided to join NDC to show some no patriotic or drink Ghana for it in betting tax and no tutia ka wouldn't have brought betting tax. Was Dr. Baumia in parliament to vote some?
No.
You see, we should not create the assertion say a nipa baako and a course baby. Whatever that happened, DDP, haircut and the rest, loans are at the core parliament, everything passes through parliament for approval. Your candidates were in parliament through a rubber stamp, they all voted for it. And you sit here that we should blame Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Because what? He was in cabinet. Did he vote some? For me, I will not shift blame, say nipa baako, but a nipa dudu ni na. We should put the blame on all MPP folks, appointees, and everybody. Those who sold slots, shame on them. Appointees who decided not to mind party people, shame on them. Everybody collectively is involved. So we will not shift blame.
Right.
That is why Dr. Baumia and his thank you to decided to apologize to Ghanaians. That se bibi anko ye wo ya memomu amonfanche because ye nipa ho adwuma na ye. And you cannot say Dr. Baumia failed or President Nana Akufo-Addo failed. He did his best. In his first year as a president, he rolled out his major fuel surcharge policies. He cancelled a lot of taxes in his first year. What are you saying? Even UK, when global crisis hit them, they changed their prime ministers 3 times. What are you saying? How much more Ghana? You need a stable economy. Or more building a robust economy. They felt the heat. How much more Ghana? Nobody can debunk the fact that the global crisis and issues did not affect this country.
In what way? And how much was the income of the global crisis you are saying? How was it spent? As at now, COVID levy is being taken at the airport. When was the last time you traveled?
NDC no MPP.
No. It's not about NDC.
NDC no.
We are no. We are here.
No, I want you to answer me that NDC before I come and answer. NDC.
We are here talking about a serious thing.
He's an NPP.
NPP.
Yeah.
I won't answer him.
Why?
No, I won't answer him.
It's not. Listen. It's not all about shouting. No. Wait. It's not all about shouting.
Am I done so that?
Let him finish, then you come in.
So what I'm saying is that for tomorrow's election that we are going, it is about we are a president. We are going to select somebody who can help us gain power in 2028. I don't know who is sitting in for. Is it Dr. Brian Champo?
Fine.
Oh, okay. the new baby in the competition.
You see.
But he has been a part of the party for quite some time.
Yeah, I'm saying a new baby in this election.
You see how Baumia communicators they behave. If you are not part of them, you are not.
I'm gonna say third force. It's good. For me, I will not jab any candidate or no. But what I'm saying is that for tomorrow's election we are going, it's a very critical election for the NPP. And if we are not careful to select somebody who can give us power in 2028, and if the NDC is likely to win power in 2028, it should tell you how many years the NPP will be coming back. If you like it or not, history and data has it that ballot paper so that person is likely to win election. You can take it or not. From 1992 till now, President Kufuor and JJ Rawlings Ekoye Oba Abiom the second time. Any NDC new candidate, Professor Mills, didn't Kufuor win? Kufuor won because he was going against a fresh candidate, J.A. Mills. J.A. Mills in Nane Kufuor do. By J.A. Mills won 3 times. NDC poll 3 times. When we introduced the fresh candidate in Nane Kufuor, was he able to win J.A. Mills? Because he had marketed himself, and President Kufuor was the first time on the ballot paper. You get it? President Mahama Baumia election. Mahama has been on the ballot paper 3 times against a fresh candidate, Dr. Baumia. And President Mahama wins. She said we should blame Dr. Baumia. We should put the blame on him.
What's the difference?
What's the difference? Go and check data. Do you know what Edu Boahin got? Do you know what Kufuor got?
That is why we didn't bring Edu Boahin.
Why did we bring Kufuor again? Kufuor got 30. Why did we bring him?
Kufuor nya 30 something. You see,
Google.
Kufuor
nya 39.
Mo nya 38. No, we say I'm more than who compare Kufuor 38.
So you don't sit here when you don't have facts and data.
I don't have facts and data.
What did Kufuor get? Tell me.
Kufuor had 40.
Oh, just look at that.
No. I'll not lie. It was a run-up. It was a run-up.
If I Google for you,
38.
An MPP person say, you see, sometimes not because of internal elections, we want to cloud our eyes and
you
behave
you just called my candidate a baby, and I didn't talk.
Did you understand what I said?
When Coca, you see, you people, you are the ones making MPP unhealthy.
Dr. Mahmoud Baumia got 41.75%.
Relax.
Then you sit here saying 38.
Stop shouting.
Oh, what kind of assertion is that?
Let me educate you. Stop shouting.
Mr. Enoch, what sets your candidate apart from the rest of the candidates?
My candidate apart. One.
I move
my candidate has it all to be a president. 1, emotional intelligence is there. 2, leadership skills is there. Very humble, respecter of person, a data-driven man, a man whose brains today a government is enjoying gold purchase program. A Dr. Baumia brainchild, and ene ebumudidi ho. Dr. Baumia has been in our politics from 2008 till now, 16 years. What makes him not qualified to be a president? And here some people say, oh yeah, kwa obeye ni die onko no before formra. Dr. Baumia has it all, and this puts him ahead of his other contemporaries who also wants to be flag bearer. The work Dr. Baumia did, as a vice president, you and I can attest to the fact that vice president, your job is limited. If your president does not give you any work to do, you just sit there. Or President Ansomawa, otiho. But Dr. Baumia made us understand that no, as a vice president, you can also champion things in that office. He made that office vibrant. You cannot take that away from him. As a vice president, he championed the SIM embedded Ghana Kada and Krebi. He championed the zipline drone system. Kaneno say obi hia moa no we krase kwan enye ye de dro ba kodru na nipa na ewu ene ye timi di drone de dro koma nipa no. He championed the no guarantor student loan. Ene ama o Ghana Kada we university. You can get a loan from level 100 to level 400 to you complete school. You do not want such a person to be your president. Why be him now, Peno?
Right.
We cannot afford to damn Dr. Baumia and go and bring any person. He's our best vote for 2028 election. And I believe tomorrow the delegates are going to make a very decisive decision and choose Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. By 3 p.m. he will be declared and will be at the party office to jubilate.
Right. Looking at all the internal issues happening in your party, do you believe that when he's voted for, he will be able to sort out all these issues?
Exactly. I'm not sure in Dr. Baumia's 275 constituency campaign, did you ever heard him mentioning any candidate's name? I don't know if you've heard it. Someone tell me. I don't know when he came to Wejagba, you heard him mentioning anyone's name. You heard him jabbing anyone.
Hey, were you really at Wejagba? Because I didn't see you.
What did you see anything of that sort happen at
the person came to talk about Kokonsa number 1,
that is
Kokonsa number 2.
That is what he came to
Dr.
say.
Dr. Mahmoud. Dr.
Is this
okay,
not
okay. Then I'm saying
I'm telling you I was
I said everywhere
he went.
I didn't see you. Hey, but should I see you everywhere?
You are saying he said meaning that you didn't even listen.
I didn't listen. So
what I'm saying is that you asked about unity.
You see, let's be factual. We are all in the same party. You say you never heard doctor saying Kokonsa number 1. Kokonsa number 2.
I am saying I follow the man. I say I didn't hear him.
No, did you hear that?
But you also saying that you didn't hear Dr. Baumia outlining?
No, I asked you a simple question. You are not answering.
Dr. Baumia was only debunking what the assertion people created after 2024 election. That one, he being a Muslim was as a result of why we lost the election. 2, his hometown people did not vote for him. 3, he was only outlining them. But after he explained to them that even in Northeast where he comes from, that was the only place the NPP's vote appreciated. He won in Wali, his home constituency. He outlined them. After that, he explained his policies. And now let me come to the unity we're talking about. So I was saying that Dr. Baumia in his campaign has been very mindful of the choice of words to use, because he knows that after tomorrow there is a party to build. After tomorrow there is a need to bring people together so that we can have one party. So I am not sure you've heard Dr. Baumia anywhere jabbing any candidate. I want to read something here. The late Professor Albert Eduboine. After the flag bearer is elected, anyone who doesn't speak the language of the flag bearer and sing the song of the flag bearer, or does anything that will barricade the success of the great MPP into winning power, should be treated like an enemy, because he's not a true blue party boy. So with what my guy is doing, I am scared that if tomorrow Dr. Baumia should be elected the flag bearer, he'll be able to join us in campaigning in 2028. I am very scared. Because you see,
Enoch.
Let him finish.
And I've been very consistent about this, that after tomorrow, if Dr. Mahmoud Baumia is declared the winner, that what one mistake we did in 2024 was that we allowed everybody after 2023, when Dr. Baumia was declared the flag bearer, bitter people, all sort of people to come and join us, constituency level, national level, campaign, and these people were gathering information and giving to the other people as a result of unity. For me, what I believe is that after tomorrow, if people are still bitter, if people have planned in their head that Dr. Baumia and tipaye hatred clouded in their heart, such people should be put aside and let's focus on building our party, because we cannot use bitterness to build our party.
You are here preaching unity. Right. Look what you are saying. Do you know the party has given everybody amnesty? You yourself.
Right. Mr. Wiafe, what is the assurance that if your candidate is also voted to be the flag bearer?
Oh, his candidate will win. That is why his candidate has said that only the baby ni biano. On wajia tumudada. Say your baby. Dr. Brian Champion. Oh, on UTV.
Or say your
baby ni bia no be pie aba be campaign amano. No, cause see so say asime sibi ba ho endra no. Ye bisa no say when we know be campaign de abo no. Or say ontimi ye no. But he has said boldly, showing unity. Kwabneje Japan has said it. Dr. Yawa said Chuma said it. That if they are not able to win, anyone who is elected the floor. So for Dr. Brian Champo, the Wodika can play. So you come all out. So I'm expecting his followers to also come all out
and join
to
Dr.
support
Baumia.
Dr. Baumia Tomorrow 3 p.m. dead.
So it will be so how is the election going to go tomorrow? Let me start with you.
No, but let me address some issues first.
Okay.
You see, communication is not all about shouting. That's what I've noticed about Mia, like his communicators and stuff. So let me tell you something. You are. I don't know. You are a brother. I don't know whether a junior. You see, with you saying unity, and you coming back to say all people should be set aside. You know the party has given everyone amnesty.
He didn't hear me reading Professor Dubois.
Relax.
Relax. It's not a true party.
Relax.
Put him aside and let's go.
It's not all about how you feel. Who feels more better than your candidate? On simple, they say ultimately bitterness. I na kuma muma. Don't go for this monto.
Mr. Riafe, how is the election going to go tomorrow?
Oh, the elections will be very, very peaceful. I know my candidate will come out with victory, and it's because all arrangement has been done. The ballot boxes are in. Everything that needs to be done has been done. Security is very, very rest assured. Then there will not be any phones to be allowed at the booth and a whole lot. At Wejagbawe, we know how we do it. Last 2 years we did it. It was very, very peaceful. Very, very peaceful. Nobody fought, nothing. Enoch, everyone out about La. Okay, La, I didn't hear anything of that sort. And our MP has promised us an election, free of violence and anything. Yeah, that's Jerry Ahmed Shaib. Everywhere he is. Good morning, my special MP. So you see, with Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, we don't have a problem with Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. I don't have a problem with Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. I don't have any problem. But what are Ghanaians saying? Unity. We want you. That's why I joined Dr. Brian Champon. You understand? It's not. I've been working. Listen, you know me. I've been working tiredly for Dr. Brian Champon. It's not because of money or anything. I want unity so that the party will be attractive for those coming. You understand? It's not about and the way say or China way say no. And doctor is the one always replying to. Look at what Coca said. Look at what Abronia said. Doctor Ntimi Amba out. Doctor is weak. He is weak. Coca Mabe ye obi Abronia mo ka ensema egu part in movie. Doctor never uttered the word. I last kwa there adwasa for bekai. Say ye to Abama Kennedy. Because of ono adwasa for the selfish ambition, the selfish interest in me and to Abama Kennedy. Na Kennedy ba on fa na nyahwe na your friend said doctor but omia de to Abama na obema na appointment. That tells you how weak Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is. We don't want a weak president. We don't want a weak person that will declare elections before the EC body itself will come out. We don't want such a person.
Right.
Go back to 2016. Mama was losing. They told their supporters they were winning. We don't want such a president who will come out dressed in jalabia and come and declare that, oh, I've accepted defeat. No! We want somebody with a military mind. Dr. Brian Champon.
All right, Enoch. Your last words. Your last words, please.
You see, a leader is the one who, in times of difficulties, is able to calm the storms. Dr. Bawumia, in his wisdom, thought that he quality result amano. Who said he comes out to save the face of the party and the Ghanaian people, so that chaos may not occur, so that people may not lose their lives. Osesani pano, or you weak because Opia Bonten, Ebeka said, Uncle Yamame, Yen Fabian Toho, Nien share home for next election. You want someone, who so all Rick, crowd, share them, Nanko Fukum Kuma Mohua Bonten. Listen, you want such a person to be your president? I'm not sure Ghanaians want such a person to be their president. They want someone who amidst troubles, near crisis, can be able to calm the storm down for them. And that is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. And I'm telling you, tomorrow, whether east, south, west, the baby could be by 3 p.m. And he knows.
I can't snipe.
He only know he's just playing those games.
Tomorrow, that Akabo supporters snipe.
Dr. Bawumia will win. In fact, I really love this quote. We say, oh, prophecy, be shankom. The voice of the people is the voice of God. So there is nothing more prophetic than the voice of the people. The voice of the people is that tomorrow they want to give their vote to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and that is the voice of God. That is the most prophetic thing ever. And data and science is proving that Dr. Bawumia is going to win tomorrow. What again? What I will beg my brothers is that tomorrow, when we let Dr. Bawumia, put your bitterness aside and come and support. Let's work for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Right.
He's winning tomorrow. Right. And we'll be back here next week to tell you that Dr. Bawumia is the flag bearer of NPP.
Right.
Thank you.
May the best man win.
Dr. Bawumia is the best man.
We are wishing the NPP all the best in the elections tomorrow. We are just hoping that it comes out successful, and then whoever that the wish to lead the party should win. We pray that it shouldn't also end up with blood. It should be violence free and it should be fair. Thank you, Mr. Riafe. Thank you, Mr. Enoch. Thank you so much for joining us. We wish you all the best. Do have a lovely day and have a lovely weekend. We'll meet same time next week.
It's not.